Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. And tonight, we're excited to bring you all Tikal, designed by Michael Kiesling and Wolfgang Kramer, and published by Rio Grande Games. I'm your host, Edward Euler, happy to be joined by a partner and some recognizable faces at this point.
I'm Jess.
I'm Chris. I'm Martin.
All right, so Rio Grande Games also sponsored this playthrough and kindly provided us with this review copy of the game. So thank you to Jay and Ken and all the folks over at Rio Grande Games for that. So welcome everybody watching live around the world as well as after the fact. Before we get started, big thank you to our 739 patrons who, without them, none of this is happening. So thanks, guys. Really, really appreciate it. If you guys enjoy what you guys are seeing tonight, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. You can go to pledgehc.com, support the show, and join the herd there. So Tikal. I'll be honest, until this week, I'd never played Tikal.
Shocking. I'm shocked.
I'm sorry. But we have since remedied that in a number of plays. And every play, we end up with a tie. We're going to see if we can fix that tonight. So, should be a good time. This is, I'll drop the tidbit as I go through the teach, actually. A little knowledge that I had no idea about.
All right.
Thanks to Martin. All right, so that said, I'm going to bring the cameras down. I'm going to bring the chat down during the teach. And then bring everything up, and we'll get started. So, y'all ready?
Yes.
Do it.
If y'all are ready, and Miss Cassidy, take it away.
Tikal is the most important and largest of all Mayan sites. It is located in the midst of an impenetrable jungle in northern Guatemala. The Mayans lived in Tikal from 600 BC to 900 AD, but little is known of the civilization that thrived there for 1,500 years. As of this writing, only a small fraction of the site has been excavated and investigated. Up to 4 expeditions plan to further explore the site to excavate and recover other temples and treasures. Each player is the director of an expedition intent on exploring Tikal in search of the secret paths that lead to the temples and precious treasures that have remained hidden for over 1,000 years. A player receives points during 4 scoring rounds for each recovered treasure and for each temple that he controls. But both temples and treasures can change hands. The expedition that earns the most points exploring Tikal wins the game.
All right. Thank you, J-Rex. All right. So, first off, here on the main board, what do we have? Well, first off, we have a Kramer strip or a Kramer track around the outside.
Around the outside.
Thank you. So, it's a victory point track. Apparently, originally known as a Kramer track, or a Kramer from Wolfgang Kramer.
Right.
He's the first one to put a victory point track around the outside of a game board. Now it's just a known thing. So interesting. Yeah. I did not know that. So there you go. The more you know. All right. So the main board is divided into different terrain hexes that players are going to be filling in throughout the game. There is a starting camp hex, or this area down here, so the starting hex over here, and there are 2 pre-printed level 1 temples and 1 jungle space, a clearing like this, referred to as a jungle space. Then off board, we have a series of terrain hexes. Now this is a pretty big stack of tiles, but in addition to that, we have a bunch that I have for examples, and these range from A's at the top down to G's at the bottom. Then above that, we have the square temple tiles. These are added to existing temples to increase their size and value. So these numbers will be able to go up as we go along. And then we have round treasure tokens, which remain face down and will be revealed as players explore them. Then our player tableaus, if you really want to call it that, we have anatomically correct player pieces, or just player markers here. So everybody has 18 expedition markers here, and then 1 large cylinder, which is the expedition leader. Now, the cylinders don't normally come marked as we have them, but because it's a top-down view, all of the expedition leaders are marked with a little dot, so you guys will be able to tell them at home. Everybody starts with 2 camps, which are the little triangle little pieces, and a player aid card. Now, I should point out that we are playing the basic version of the game. We're likely to stream this game again in the future a second time with the auction/bidding variant, but we're not going to cover that for today. So the goal of the game, the goal of Tikal, obviously, is to score the most points. And players are going to be scoring those victory points at 4 different times during the game. They gain victory points from having simple majority of their expedition workers on a temple during the scoring, so these temple spaces here, and acquiring those aforementioned treasure tokens or a matching set of treasure tokens during the game. And that's it. That's what you're going to score from. Now, Tikal is played over a number of rounds until all of the terrain tiles have been placed. Now, most of these rounds will follow the same steps of taking a terrain tile, placing it adjacent to an existing tile out here on the board, and then that player taking up to 10 action points worth of actions, with play then moving clockwise to the next player. With that said, let's go over how you play Tikal. So, step 1, draw the topmost terrain tile, and unless it's a volcano, place it on the board. Now, these tiles you have to place the new terrain tile adjacent to an existing or pre-printed tile. So the very first player in our game will have 4 options in which to place their first tile that is adjacent to one of the existing or pre-printed ones. Now, each tile, except for volcanoes, also has some sides with stone steps on them, as you can see on these various spaces out here. Now, these stone steps allow players, their expedition workers and leaders, to cross adjacent hexes. So let me give another example here as, let's say, like so, like here, and then I'm going to give one more good example of like so. Better yet, let's do there. There we go. That'd be a good example. As these get built out here, all right, the number of stones determines how many action points it takes for a single expedition marker, that say we put one out here, one expedition marker to be able to cross the terrain or the tile side, okay? Or as I like to think of it, is crossing that edge. Only one hex needs stones to make it passable, newly placed or existing. So in other words, for me to be able to go onto this hex, I could choose to go across this, there's 1, and then across that for 2 more, for a total of 3 action points to be able to move that worker like such, okay? Or if I so desire, I could go, say, 1 and then 2 into this one, because at least one side has to have it. However, sides in which there are no stones, if there are 0 stones on either side of an adjacent hex, that side cannot be crossed by any expedition markers whatsoever. And each newly placed hex must allow for at least one side to be currently passable. And what I mean by that is you could not place a new tile like such because it is currently impassable, because there are no stones on this side, nor are there any stones on that side. Does that make sense? Is that clear?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, all right. So we'll get more into that as we go along, but I wanted to at least give an idea for how stones work in this game, okay? Now, there are 4 different types of terrain in this game. So there are jungle or empty spaces. So these empty jungle hexes allow for one player to place one of their 2 camps onto that tile. All of the players' camps are directly connected to one another, meaning your own camps. Everyone starts with 2, and the starting base camp. So think of it as kind of a teleport of sorts. Then there are temple hexes. These temple hexes, well, I mean, hey, more opportunities to score points. These can be built up or excavated further to reveal higher point values. So even though there is a 2 here, this could be built up potentially as high as a 10 on it, okay? Then there are treasure tiles, and when these are placed, a matching number of face-down treasure tiles are placed on this tile. The number placed is equal to the number of gold masks shown. So this one shows 4 gold masks, so that means that 4 treasure tokens are going to be placed on it as such, kind of like so, all right? These can be claimed by players during their turn. Now, when all of these treasure tokens have been claimed, however, this becomes a jungle or an empty hex in which allows players to place one of their camps on it. So once all of those are gone, hey, it's an empty hex. Then, dun 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 dun, there are volcano hexes. These are not only impassable tiles, so even though it might connect, say, something like this is an impassable hex. No markers can go onto this hex. But in addition to that, they also trigger a scoring round, but more on that later. Okay? So that's first thing. Draw a tile, place a tile on the board. Step 2 is you can use up to 10 action points to carry out any mix of actions on your turn, as shown on this handy-dandy little player aid here. Now, action points are either used immediately on this turn or they're wasted. They are never saved. So you get 10 as shown right here on there, on the player aid. Any combination of actions can be used provided you have enough action points to do said combination. However, the same action may be taken multiple times, but some of these may be limited to only being able to be done twice, and I'll cover those as we go along for these, all right? So, you might be asking yourself, what are the available actions? Well, they are right there, those 7 right there in the middle, and we're going to go over them. Here we go. The first one, starting at the top, is place or move expedition markers in one of your camps or base camp, or move in between camps. So what does that mean? You'll notice it costs 1 action point for each time that you choose to do it. You may place 1 worker or your expedition leader, so either this one or your expedition leader, place them out here, that's 1 point. So if at any point you can do this 10 times and place them all there, or if you have already built a camp, you could place them there. A camp might end up out here, and also they can teleport between for 1 action point. So if there were a plain jungle hex like so, obviously this would have had to have been connected, but indulge me. I could, if I want, if there is an existing one there, for 1 point, move it to there, or for another point, move it back and do the hokey pokey, or you could choose to just place 1 there, or place 1 there, either or, okay? Any questions on that?
No.
Nope.
I should point out that expedition leaders are the exact same as expedition workers. However, when it comes to counting for majorities or expedition, for majorities, the leaders count as 3, workers count as 1. I'll rehash that later, but just know they're identical in every other way other than that. So, assuming no more questions, we will go ahead and move on to the second action. The second available action is move expedition markers. Costs 1 action point per stone that they cross to move between hexes. Okay, so I place this, that was 1 point, and maybe I choose to move here. That's another 2 points, so now that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There's my 10 action points as an example. But anytime you cross that, it counts that many. Moving from here to here, you cannot because, again, there are no stones. All right, don't need to belabor that. We can move on. Next is uncover or build temple levels. Technically, it's uncovering. I think of it as building because we're physically placing them on there. I digress. This one costs 2 action points. The base levels range from 1 up to 6. You'll notice that this one in the example is a level 2. Think bell curve when it comes to the distribution and when they come out. Again, these tiles on their back range from A to G. So it's going to be kind of a bell curve as far as when they come out and the values. So the 1s through 6s are kind of, the higher values are more towards the middle, later, but middle. And then at the end, they kind of drop back down, okay? The base levels, like I said, range from 1 to 6, and base level meaning what's printed on the tile. This can only be done once per worker of yours on the hex to a maximum of 2 times per turn. What does that mean? Well, going back to our example, if let's say from a previous turn, I had this already set up. So it's now my turn. I could choose for 2 action points to turn this 1, thank you, Martin, to a 2. That's 2 points. Not because it's a 2, but that action is 2 points. Then I could move this across for 2 more points. We're now at 4. And then now because I have a second worker there, I can then do it again for 2 more points. Now it's a 3. However, so that's a total of 6. That's 8. You would think maybe I could then bump it up to a 4. I cannot. You're allowed to do this a maximum of 2 times per turn, regardless of how many expedition workers and or leader you have there.
Per temple, though, right? You could do it there.
Correct, I could. So instead of moving them there, maybe I move that one over, and then I could bump that as well. Okay, so it's twice. As long as you have them, it's once per worker that's there to a maximum of twice per temple. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Per turn.
Yes.
Per turn, exactly, right. So maybe on a subsequent turn, I could, and someone else could come in, not that they would want to, but J-Rex might want to come in, and she could then spend 2 of her points to bump it from a 3 to a 4, etc.
Right.
All right? You do have to build through all the levels. What do I mean by that? So there is a 1 there. I can't just say, hey, I'm going to build it up to a 3. Just give me the 3. No. These are piece limited. You'll notice there is only 1 10 and there are 2 9s. So if you're at an 8 and there are no 9s left, you know what you're not doing? Building that temple or excavating that temple. It's as high as it can go. So in this case, I have to build the 2 first, then the 3 on top. Good to go. Easy enough, right? All right. This is going to be where the majority of your victory points come from, and these will be mostly hotly contested, especially in a 4-player game, so be aware of that. Any questions on building temples? Or adding to, excavating, etc.? All right. Next is recovering or claiming a treasure token. So I will go ahead and put one of these out on the board. All right, so this costs, you'll see, 3 victory points. Or, I'm sorry, 3 action points. This can only be done, just like the building of temples, this can only be done once per worker of yours on a hex to a maximum of 2 times per turn. So just like it doesn't matter how many workers you have on there, it's a maximum of 2. That limitation, again, is per hex. So you may potentially gain a maximum of 3 treasure tokens on a single turn because that costs 3 per. So in other words, apparently I'm the only one playing this game. I go 1 there to cross across that, and then I can spend 3 to then claim one of these temple tokens, or treasure tokens, and I claim that treasure. All right, this is going to be worth 1 point by itself. It'll be worth 3 points if there's a pair of identical matching ones, or it's worth 6 points if I have all 3. And I should point out that there are only 3 of a kind in the entire game. Okay, more on what you can do with those here momentarily. Any questions about discovering that? So if I move that one over, I then could take another one, but that's it. I'm limited to 2 per hex. So that would have cost me 1 to move over and take it, which is for a total of 4. Move another in, that's 5. Claim it, that's 8. Now we'd have 2 more to be able to maybe bump that up another level, etc., etc.
Right.
Obviously, we are placing more tiles as we go along. Any questions on treasure tiles?
No.
Nope.
Okay. So, let's say that J-Rex over here, I would like to say I planned this, but I didn't. Let's say she has done that, which brings us to our next action. And our next action is swapping treasure tokens. Also costs 3 action points. The active player, so in this case, let's say it's J-Rex's turn, they choose which treasure they're taking from any other player and what they're giving. The receiving player doesn't have a say in this. So maybe Jess moved in for 1, claimed it for another 3, she's at 4, and she's like, oh, hey, she's claimed.
I would have had to previously, yes.
Let's say she had that as well. She says, oh, wow, you got a handy-dandy little match over there.
Yeah.
I will swap that with you. And I'm like, no,
Sure.
I don't want you to. And she says, tough. You don't have a choice. All right, so I get that. She now has a pair.
Right.
All right? So I don't have a say in this. However, once there is a pair, or possibly, say, 3 of a kind of a type, they can no longer be broken. Meaning, once she has a pair, no one can swap with her for one of those to break that pair. And the same rules apply if she has 3 of a kind.
I found that set. I've insured it. You can't go taking that away.
Or if you did take it, the insurance company would
Yes.
pay me, so I'm not worried about it. No, you just can't.
Yes.
So again, if you have one single, it's 1 point, 3 points, 6 points if you have all 3. Okay? That's swapping tokens. Any question? Good, we're moving on. Next, we're getting into high rent district, costs 5 action points to establish a camp. Again, 5 action points. It may be established on any empty jungle hex, or remember, once all of the treasure tokens have been claimed, that's now an empty hex, meaning can build either on this or on this. You potentially could build both on one turn at 5 points apiece. That's all you're doing on your turn. It's 1 camp per hex, so once I've built on it, nobody else can then mosey on up next to me. No, so sorry. 1 per hex. In addition to that, players can travel through the hex, but only the player whose camp it is can place a new expedition markers in the camp. So meaning I'm the only one, it's my camp. I mean, common sense here, right? And while we're talking about common sense, only 2 camps per player. You cannot move camps. Once you've got it locked there, it's there like luggage forever. Even if there was a better place, well, then that's where we say plan better. That's establishing a camp, okay? The last one that we have now is placing a temple guard, or claiming a temple, or capping a temple, any of those all mean the same thing. Also cost 5 action points. You must have the strongest expeditionary force, which is the single highest value of all the players on there. So for instance, there we go. Yep, that'll work. We're setting up an example here as we go along, okay? So what does that mean? Talking about this one, and let's say we've built it up, indulge me. Let's say there's a whole bunch on there, and it's now a 9. In this case, the only player that can cap this or put a guard on it is black, because black is the only one with simple majority. Okay, they have the biggest force. 1, 2, 3, okay. However, if I had that, well, we are no longer the single majority, meaning neither of us can cap it. Nobody else can either, because we have the most, but we don't have the single most. This also means we're tied, because that's worth 3 when it comes to this.
You're large,
okay? But on my turn, let's say I did something like this. I moved in from wherever, and then for 5 action points, I can cap it. What does that mean? I place one of my markers on that, and even if I had a whole bunch on here, I had a huge majority. I should have planned better, but indulge me. If this is the case, every other worker and leader that is in that space is out of the game forever. Doesn't come back into your supply, it's out of the game. So plan well when it comes to that, okay? Again, your regular workers are strength 1, your leader is strength 3, okay? Remove all of the rest of yours, as I said, all right? But the perk of doing this is now I'm the only one that will ever score this temple. If it's uncapped, other players may be able to score it, but once I've capped it, I'm the only one that can do this, okay? And that guard remains there for the rest of the game, no matter what. So choose well. And a single player can only guard a total of 2 temples per game, and no, you cannot swap, as I mentioned. Also, in addition to that, once a temple is capped, it can no longer be built upon. I think that's implied, but just in case, meaning this 9 will never go to a 10. If it were a 6 and it gets capped, it will never go to a 7 or higher. Once it's capped, that's it forever. Any questions on that?
Nope. No.
All right. So let's talk about scoring rounds now. I mentioned earlier that we're going to circle back to volcano tiles. Well, here we are. Volcano day means scoring day. Hooray! Whenever a player draws a volcano terrain, all right, so let's say here, boom, all right, I drew this volcano tile. The first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to set that volcano tile aside, all right? Then a scoring round is going to take place after this. The player who drew this takes their normal turn and their normal 10 action points like they would. but then immediately they're going to score. What does that mean? That means that temples that they have a guard on, or in which they are the majority, they're going to score for those temples. Okay? So in this case, I'm going to score 9 points for this because I've capped it, and I'm going to score 1 point for that for a total of 10 points. Then, I also should point out that if it were uncapped, and if I had a fourth, I have the majority, I can score this temple. If we are tied, I do not have majority, which means I'm not scoring that temple. So make sure that you have majorities in temples you want to score, or if you don't want that, cap it, provided you had enough on there, and then those are out of the game. So I would score 10 points for that. In addition to that, you're going to score all your treasure tiles. Again, 1, 3, or 6 points, depending on if you have 1, 2, or 3 of a kind. Okay? That's a scoring round, okay? Play then moves to the next player clockwise. They do not draw a tile, but they take their normal 10 action points, and then immediately they score. So getting back to this, let's say it was not capped, and I had like so. So on Jess's turn, for a handful of action points, she could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and now she'll be able to score that even though I scored it before. That's okay, it's her turn. She scores at the end of her turn as well. So it's possible that she may score the same points that I do, depending. Now, if it were capped, she could not do that, but I digress. So after she's done with her 10 action points, she will score, then it moves on to Chris, then it goes on to Martin. After that, when it gets back to me, or the player who drew the volcano tile, I'm then going to place the volcano like they normally would, and then I'm going to take my turn, with the volcano being the tile that I quote-unquote just drew. So I would place the volcano wherever, and then Jess would take her turn. She would draw off the top of the deck, just like normal, and we would continue until the next volcano is drawn, and then the process is repeated. Now, when the final tile is placed, when the last tile goes out there, that player takes a normal turn. Then the player to their left begins the scoring round. Obviously, they don't place a tile because there aren't any left, but they take their 10 action points, then they score. Therefore, the player who placed the last terrain tile is going to be the last one to score at the end of the game. After the final scoring round, the final score is the final score. There is no final scoring because you just did a final scoring round. If you're tied, congrats, you share in the victory. That's how you play Tikal. Any questions? Good. All right, let's start. All right, cool. So we will bring up the cameras and chat. Hey, what's up, y'all? All right, we need to schwazi it up, and we need to, the A's and B's need to get fixed. But here we go. Or it's not schwazi, but whatever. It's
whatever
the
it
other
is.
one.
Martin's version.
Yes.
Oh,
All right, Chris is first.
oh.
All right, so hold on. We need to get all the A's and B's and then shuffle the A's and B's. You get the B's, I'll get the A's.
Got him.
Shuffle these a little more too.
Oh, yeah, and, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think
Yep,
that was
there
a
we go.
good shuffle.
A little bit,
Right.
a little bit.
People always
Hey,
underestimate
everybody.
randomness.
All right. Okay, so the B's go on top of the C's, and the A's go on top of the B's. Now, there is a bidding variant, like I mentioned, that's on the other side of the player aid. We will stream this again. There are people that only play this game with this version. There are people that only play the game with this version. So we will make both happy eventually. But we're starting off with the basic, as we are wont to do, and then we will go to the advanced version, if you will, the bidding
Sure.
version, on a subsequent stream.
Very easy to understand the bidding version though after this.
It
so,
really is.
Yeah.
The other thing that I want to point out, and the one little kind of house rule variant that we're going to do because we're streaming this, and to save a little bit of time, is we know that there is a volcano in, what is it? It's B, D, and F, I believe, or
Right.
B, yeah, B, D, and F. So what we're going to do is everyone is going to get a first tile, and we're going to continue taking a tile after our turn so that we can plan it, because the game does have a bit of AP. It can. So
Well,
doing
it's
this.
just, it's not even necessarily AP. It's hard to figure out where to place those
Right.
tiles. Like
So this way we can kind of get an idea, because
Yeah.
let's face it, I'm not going to be able to do anything until after I place this tile anyway, so I'm not getting any advance notice. If somebody draws a volcano tile, any tiles that are in our hand, we're just going to shuffle back in. That way we can't plan out our scoring based on that and whatever. So there you go. That's the only kind of mini house rule that we're going to do. Other than that, Chris?
Okay.
Oh, place your bets, and I'm setting the over-unders on 4.5 on Glory to Rome.
Oh, they're placing. They're in there already. Ties are for businessmen, says Dimitri.
Yeah.
Coffee's
Well,
for closers. I'm just
So is tea. Happy
It doesn't
Con Week,
happen
by
that
the
way.
way.
It is Heavy Con Week.
It
so
is.
Heavy Con.
The original.
Heavy Con, yeah.
The original
Heavy Con
mug.
Week.
All right, so
All right,
place your bets.
so-
Like I said, over-under, 4.5 Glory to Rome's.
Okay.
Chris,
All right.
I would say good luck, but I hope you all die horribly in the jungle. Thematic shirt.
Well, the nice
You
thing
do have a
is we've
thematic
played
shirt.
twice and all 4 of us have won.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
we.
All right, yeah.
Ooh.
You guys timed it.
Time.
All right.
Okay.
At least you, Martin only lost by 2 points. I lost by like 40 the other day. I mean, they each had like 100.
Did it feel as bad as when you realized I was tying you for the win?
Oh, it felt way. I
Your
knew like
face
it was
when
horrible.
yeah, because I was way behind, and when he added it up that last turn, and he's like 104.
I'm telling you, it's worth coming last just to be able to see
See
Edward's
him see his
face.
face when that happens.
All right, so Chris. All right,
Did it feel as good as losing by 1 to Jess? I don't know.
I'll leave that up to you to
I don't know.
determine.
I like that all these
I've been
stories
there
about
so
losing
many
to me,
times.
so.
All right.
Franny says 7. Glory to Rome. Wow, 7. James says as well.
It could be.
It is. It gets a
It's
little
nasty. This would be a good Glory to Rome game.
1 action point, 2 action points, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Go north, young man.
And then
All
we'll
right.
do 7, 8 to make it a 2, and 9, 10 to make it a 3.
Okay.
We'll start off with some action here.
All right. Done. Martin.
No.
Indeed.
Wow.
Oh, it's funny. I accidentally.
I have treasure.
I know you got
I'm
Siri
like,
talking
I
to
don't know why.
Put her face down. And
Treasure,
I should've
treasure.
put her into the pillow. Shut up.
don't do that.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No.
It's
No,
the
make that
phone.
joke.
It's the phone.
Stop.
So, 4 treasure tokens. So, I like Chris's opening move. Temples are good points.
Yeah.
Getting into the temple is quite nice. Treasure tokens, of course, also have their appeal, and I've just dropped 4 of them down. I also know that the temples that are going to come off the A, there's a couple of 2 starter. There's a start at level 2, which
Oh, there
obviously is a
are,
bit
aren't
of a
there?
boost.
That's right.
Which is quite nice. So do I want to go for that repeat the Chris move, or do I want to go for one of those treasures? I could get 1, 2, 3, clear one for 6, and then
7,
I'd have
8, and nope,
I'd
that's
have
8.
4. Yep. So I could only get the one of the treasures, but of course that worker can then work the treasures in the future because they're not going to be able to clear all the treasures out the way.
Or it says
Actually, no. I'm going to follow what Chris did.
200 something. How are you scoring 200 in this game? Wow.
Yeah, if you really got those temples up there, you could do that.
Wow. You
Got it,
literally.
Chris move. Got
The
it.
Chris move.
Yes.
I'm going to do the opening Chris move because I think Chris is good. So.
That's all you're doing, huh? Okay.
Done, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, I heard that, yo, dog, I hear there are level 2 temples. So I'm going to place it here. And the reason for that is I'm going to make it expensive for Chris to come on over this way, and he cannot come across this way. So he would actually have to double back to come around. So don't mind if I do. So,
I dislike you.
yeah, it's all right. There's a board for that. There's 2, 4, that'd be 6. Oh, wait for it. 8, 10. So we're going to go 3, and then 4.
Everybody's ignoring the treasures.
And the
Interesting.
turn of the orange player is complete. And there we go.
The Chris move
And
variant.
here, just so you guys can see what I drew. There we go. Cool.
Well,
Oh, a 2-player game. Okay. All right.
does that make
Because
you feel
regardless,
better?
you're putting everything out on the board, right?
Oh, Franny, as soon as Chris did it, I had it in my head.
Oh, what?
1 action point. Ha 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 ha. 2 action points. Ha ha ha. Okay.
2 action.
Yeah, exactly, right? Of the count. It's exactly, I had it in my
Really?
head. I
That's
should have
how it
done it. Yeah. Hey, Tails. Hey, Sam.
Do I want that there? All right,
Oh,
so I
that's
have
good, too.
treasure. I wanted to be able to get to the treasure,
I have
but
treasure.
where you went kind of impedes that. I
You
don't have a really good idea what to do. I'm just going to do that.
She's trying to entice me to go for the treasure.
Not really, but I'm not going to impede you by 2.
Right.
And I could just block it, but I learned last time doing that blocks me later on. So
does.
it's not really beneficial. And likely there'll be another way to it because we're going to place more tiles. So I didn't have a super strong move for blocking. Sometimes it seems like if you do blank to blank, oh, I've blocked, and then a tile comes out that's 1, and you're like, nothing.
No, you're right.
So I don't want to impede myself is more what's going on there. So that's 1, 2, 3. So I can do that for 6.
Oh, hey, look.
And I get
There you
this
go.
guy.
Yep.
That's that same guy. There's probably 3 of them on top.
But that
you're
impedes what I
feeling lucky.
wanted to do.
So you're.
Oh, you know
how many
what?
is it?
So put 4 out,
Oh,
please,
right,
and
yeah.
then 7, and I'll take another one.
Nice.
There you go.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
can I do one where I am?
You can only do 1
Per
you
person.
want right. Exactly.
So I can
if
do
you-
that and take a second.
There you go. And
right.
boom. Oh wow. Really, we did shuffle.
They came back.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And
Take your.
It's B.
again, we're just doing this to try and help save a little bit of time on
A
this.
1-point temple.
As the last 1-point temple, I believe. Yeah, it is because there's only one more 2 tile.
Strong.
So there we go. Is there any compensation for player order? Yeah, Jess actually will get to, I believe she is the last to score in the last round. I think. I don't know if that's in it. Right.
It worked out that way.
Because I think there are 36 tiles.
Yeah, you're the last to
gotta be
score.
divisible by
Something
12,
I forget.
Probably.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
of course, we're playing 3-player, so
Right.
I don't know.
All right. Well, sorry you can't sleep,
I
Tails.
don't
but
think
glad you
tail order is a
joined
big
us.
thing.
1,
Ha ha ha.
2. Well, maybe back to 1. 1, 2, 3. I'll take a thing, so that's 6. And I know that'll go there.
There you go.
And
Good to see a good turnout for a classic game too tonight.
Oh, this is one of the
I
greats.
could do the just move. I could do the just move on my
You
turn.
could do the just move,
Right.
yes.
I'm going to leave him there. 7. 8. And then we'll make it a 4
That'll be 9 and 10.
for 9 and 10.
Mr. Martin.
Bit more temple action here. Where to go? I was going to put it there.
You know what
That
you're not
spot.
going to do now?
Put it there.
Okay.
Exactly.
Christopher says yes, it's 36 tiles. So, hey, I got that right. Thank you, Christopher. If you guys are liking it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Wow, that's expensive.
Interesting.
Because that's going to cost 4 to get across there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's going to make it. Well, I'm partly doing it just to make it interesting. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10.
Nope.
No, go quite right. 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. There
Checks
we go.
out. Well, there's that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't really see a big need for it to be over here for right now. I don't think. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. So we're going to go 2, 4. Yep, that's 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. No. There's 7. 8, 9. That'd be 10. Done. Final answer. And that's what we drew. Okay. Yeah, I think this is helping speed the game up a little bit with this. A little bit.
Yep.
Being able to draw your next tile and look a little bit ahead. Because
Okay.
I think it does
do
help.
anything with it.
3,
Down. Yep, perfect.
4,
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 10.
Checks out. So Jess has brought out her big boy, the expedition leader, or big girl, as it were, the head honcho.
Yep.
So, okay. Do me a favor.
Okay.
Bring that last one and put it below your gold. There you go. Perfect. Muy bueno. And there we go. Your tile, man.
The volcano is out there somewhere. We know.
Yes, to the question, the temples are cardboard. There is apparently an edition that has sort of plasticky miniature things, but I've only ever known this version. I mean, I have this exact game that I bought nearly 15 years ago, and it's pretty beaten up, but it's otherwise identical.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yep. What Spencer said, the levels are of decreasing side to give the appearance of a, it's going to a
3. All unique so far.
Right? We shuffled well now.
4.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
That'd be
tempting.
that'd be 7. I don't know if I want to do that. I might want to do that. Back to 3.
A review for Tikal 2. Is that just a
5.
reprint or a different version, maybe?
I think there is a Tikal 2.
There is a
I
Tikal
think
2
there
of some
is.
kind, and I haven't looked into
I
it.
think it's a different version, Luke. I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, good job on the shuffling.
Yeah, that's
6
better than this.
so far. Yeah.
All right.
Or not, because true
okay.
randomness, of
Flat
course, isn't as
5.
random as people think.
I'm at 5, so we'll make it 5 for 7 action points now. And then we're going to do 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And
I'm not going to draw my C because I know the
Oh, because the volcano's out.
these.
Yeah, might as well wait.
It
Yeah.
seems like it might be coming.
And it's another temple. It's not the volcano. One of those two have the volcano.
I wonder who it could be.
Well, you know.
I do, in fact, know.
Yes. Both of you know.
Both of us know. This is true.
Yo, dog, I hear you know there's a volcano springing up.
I'll slip that 2 over there. My thinking is 2 temples are a bit sort of low, so I'm going to kind of toss it over there. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's
5. Now 4.
Oh,
5, 6.
back
7,
out. Get away.
8, 9.
Fight more.
yeah, right? I mean, I'm
Our last game, we had a level 8
10.
temple over here that had, I think it was 8. I think
Yes.
it was.
Did you
8.
count both of these? Because you were at 5. I think it
Oh,
was 6,
good point.
7. I
Yes,
think it was
I may
6,
well have
7.
missed.
So
I'll take
one,
one off
yeah,
there.
it's one
Okay.
back.
All right. Cool.
One back for that. Good point, yep.
And the volcano is with Jess.
Yes.
All right.
I like this.
So.
But it is actually fine because I can't do anything about it. The fact that I have the
Right.
volcano, there's
Right,
no
exactly.
control I
It worked
have.
out. We don't have to reshuffle or anything.
Yeah, exactly. And we really wouldn't have had to though, because even if you have it, you're not going to do
Well,
anything different.
for scoring reasons.
True.
So.
But it wouldn't change my moves because I don't know
No.
until after I've gone.
Exactly.
So
Oh, yeah.
I have no control. Like it doesn't give me a insider knowledge.
Because you still can't do anything.
Can't do a thing about it. I
Can't
know
do-
that it's
can't do nothing.
coming. I'm like that person out there going, the volcano's going to erupt, and you're all there like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that. 4. Okay. All right. So we're going to go 2, 4. 5.
Is he going to do it? He's got to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I mean, there's
And
no way it
that's-
wasn't. Because it's current, I was going to commit.
Right. So 10, so I'm capping it. The nice thing is I don't have to sacrifice anybody because there's nobody extra,
Right.
and I did have the majority, so there's my 10 actions. And the turn of the orange player is complete,
Strong.
8.
and there is a rumble in the jungle.
There is.
Volcano Day!
There you go, which means there's going to be a scoring round. So J-Rex will take her 10 actions and then score. Then Chris will, then Martin will, then I will. Then Jess will place the volcano and take her 10 actions and do a normal turn. Then Chris will draw, etc., etc.
All right.
And there is a point to anybody in the peanut gallery who can tell me which character first said the words Volcano Day. We know the show, probably know the episode, but I want to know the character.
And he sent me on this one. I know the show and the episode. I don't know who the first
The show.
who said it. Not for
started
certain
it.
anyway. I don't know for sure. Why did you cap that? You didn't need to do that.
I didn't.
So I can get 5 over there. I should. And that would be 1, 3. I'm already getting that one. All right, that's 10 points. So this is where it gets interesting. Do I go for the short
That's Andrew, right? MF Mize, I think it is, right?
12 points? Yeah. So do I go for the short 12 points here to get it now? Or do I go for sets of treasure?
Treasure! I forget.
Because
what-
I'll score those each
wait,
time.
Is that Monty Python? I'm trying to remember.
Welcome to Heavy Cardboard, where we talk about movie
Hold on. All right. And, hold on. There's somebody in chat here, active food reviewer.
Okay.
Tell me more. Yes.
1, 2, 3. No, I'd have to move this
yeah,
one.
you can't.
No, I would do both. See,
Yeah, you'd have to get him over
I
there.
It's much more local to you, Friday.
All right, 1. No, this is way, yeah, it's starting to get way too crazy for him to get over there. So the 7's not going to happen. Because I didn't notice this isn't here. So that
I
would
did.
be 5 to get him in there, plus I'd need one more. So that's 7 to
Worldwide
get 7
TV, but yes, Luke.
Oh, you mean people, you. Yeah, I can't waste all of these action points. I'm going to forget about the scoring.
You don't want to take on me at the temple. Ask Edward what happened to him.
I never do.
Don't start a land
don't like
war
to
on my
fight, Joe.
temples.
I lost by like 40 points last game. So
Oh,
there's that.
goodness.
And not a single glory to Rome so far in the first quarter of the game. I'm pretty surprised by that. You can place a camp, remember,
Yeah.
on empty.
That'd be 5. And it is getting pricey to move around here. But that doesn't really help me, I don't think. 5, 6, 7. I can just go over 1, 4, 5, 6.
We'll talk about that here
9.
shortly.
What's this?
Go ahead. No, focus on your turn. Focus on your turn.
Oh, pay attention to the comments.
Why? Because food.
Yes.
1, 4, 5, 6, 9. That seems short-sighted. There's got to be something I can do.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure I don't know it. This guy being out was a mistake, because now I can't do anything down here. That's 3, 6. No, I can't get any of these points. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5 for 2 points. 4, This is all horrible for me. All right, I'm gonna forget that we're scoring and just take things. Or, because I can't
That's
do
points.
anything.
That's points, yeah.
There's 3 points.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There you go.
Let me just put one out. Yeah.
10. All right, so JRX score.
Terribly. 3 points on the board, and 3 here matching. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points.
10's not terrible.
That's fine.
For your first round, that's not terrible.
When you see what's about to happen,
I get
is
it,
actually
but-
awful.
And notice everyone starts off board because the score
Yes,
the score
starts
tracks
at 1.
scores 1 or starts at 1. And what's the show that we started? The
Food wishes.
Food Wishes. Dude's hysterical. It makes yummy food. So there you go,
Really
active
good.
food reviewer. There's one.
Yep.
All right.
All right, let's move some pine people. What do you guys?
Oh,
1,
nice,
2,
Spencer. Have fun.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And
Nicely placed for those.
Yep.
might as well, we can bump something up. We'll put a guy out. Might as well get a point. Well, I can get a point. We'll put a 6 out here. That's 9 action points.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna put a dude out ready to
Score it.
jump in action. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So not terrible.
Not terrible at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Martin.
Mr. Martin, time to bring out head honcho.
Wow.
1,
These are out
2,
early.
3.
Okay.
6 points, it's got to be worth it. 3.
Could cap it.
I could cap that one, yeah.
You
But,
could cap either one of them.
oh, yes, I could, but that's. I don't think this is the time for capping right before the scoring. Would stop Edward, of course, leaping in, but he knows better than to tangle with me. Anyway, how many was I? 1, 2, 3. Right.
Hey, Louise. Thanks.
4, 5, 6 will give me a majority there. 6. So we'll go back.
4.
4, 5, 6, 7. I'll have to get too many into there. So no, 6 there I think is the best.
Okay.
6, and then I might just slip a 7, 8 there. And do I do a 9, 10 just to keep the riffraff out? 9, 10 to keep the riffraff out.
All right, score it.
So 8 and 2 is 10, 6, 16, and I have no treasures. I am completely bereft of treasuring.
Hello? There you go.
Radio. So we're looking at 10 points. Here we go. Yeah. 1. All right, so there we go. 3, 7, 9. No, hold on. Yeah. 1, 2. Sorry, that's 2. You guys have made this expensive. You know what? Let's hold our horses. That's a 3 up there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
3, 8, 9, 10. Can't do it. I was thinking about taking this and then putting a camp down there. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I can't make it. People are not nice.
That's how I felt. I gotcha. I feel that.
Because, okay, I have 8.
But don't worry, you're going to get 10 points. It's really good.
I'm currently at 8.
So am I
I've
told.
heard.
I'm currently at 8
Yeah. You can definitely get
to 10.
yeah, you're
I
fine.
can get to 10.
Get to 16.
So if I put 3,
You have your big dude.
Yeah.
I might end up having to do that. I think I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You didn't want to go for the 8.
How many? I can't see it.
It's 2. It's just 2.
It's 2. It's the
You
same
need
amount.
one more in there, but
You have lots of
you
points.
get 2 points.
Yeah, that's a fair point. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. All right, so we're looking at 16 plus 1 is 17.
And you already had this guy in here, right? Is that
What
why?
one?
This little one? You had
Yeah,
one
I
of the
had
little
one of
ones.
them in
Yeah,
there
that-
already.
That makes
Yep.
sense. That's
All
fine.
right, boom, done.
Yep.
So now J-Rex places her volcano, and now we each can draw our tiles. And Jess just can't look at them until she's done.
I don't know what I want to do with this guy.
Oh, good, Andrew. Glad to hear that.
I'm going to be up there.
There you go. Okay.
But you're up there with me.
Well, I will say it was Doctor Who. The Doctor was the second person to say it,
Yeah.
rather sardonically.
I
in
figured
reaction
it
to the
was,
first
but
one.
I couldn't. I don't know what the first was.
Yeah, when Chris Eccleston's best. It's Volcano Day.
All right. So now I actually take my 10.
Yes. How did I end up in a land war again?
Didn't you learn from the last time?
Yes. Yeah, but 8 points was hard to pass up.
I'll give you that. 8 points is a nice amount. And then you've got to decide what you want to do.
3. 8. That brings me to 8. What does 8 do for me? Nothing. One, 4, 5, 6, 9. Which do I want? I guess I'll just do. Oh, I have to move either way.
Tentatively have a. Do I? Ugh.
1, 4, 5, 6.
It's interesting when you draw either temple tiles or jungle tiles. I can make a case that both are better depending on whether or not you've put out your other camps. Because being able to plop it down somewhere centrally located.
All right,
Go
3.
ahead. Hey, Francis.
Do I
One of
wanna
our
go
more
that way?
recent
Yes, Luke,
patrons.
that's it.
Hello. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, Luke, you got it.
Now the question is, did Luke know that or Google? Which was it?
Yeah, who knows?
Luke will be honest.
7.
It's not the name he's most commonly known as, that character, but that will do. It's the correct name.
For those that don't know, I just recently watched my first episode of any Doctor Who in history.
All right, 1, 2,
So that's where all this
That's
discussion came from, plus volcanoes, and there you go.
I like me some Doctor Who.
All right, that's what I'll do. All right, so
well, I
this
grew
was
up with
3,
Cool.
4, 5, 6.
I watched my first episode
9.
when I was 6.
Wow.
I just can't get matches here whatsoever.
You got a lot
There
of
you go,
Treasureville.
there. You're good. There you go. Wow. Well,
We said, so that's 9. I don't know what to do with
and
the last
Dimitri, no, that's just flavor. Same with the river over here.
one. I don't think I want this one out here. What? I'll do it. 10.
Okay, Chris. Remember, the next volcano doesn't come out until the D's. So
Which Doctor was that when you started watching?
The third Doctor.
The third Doctor.
Yep.
Now we're up to what, 12?
13? I can't
13.
remember.
We are on 13.
13.
Yep,
right now.
13.
Yeah.
first female doctor that I
Indeed.
know, right? Okay.
Yes, first female Doctor.
Lucky 13.
Which doctor that I saw? So when did I?
I started him on the beginning of the new Doctor Who, so 9, Doctor 9.
Christopher Eccleston.
Yes, Christopher Eccleston. Only 1 season with him, and I was
I don't.
no, that you can know. It's,
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
no
widely
big
known.
deal.
There's nothing there. I promise I won't give you spoilers. I'm good
Okay,
at this.
all right,
There's no
okay.
spoiler in that. But once that was over, I was like, I am never going to have another doctor. This is my doctor. And then, of course, there was the Christmas episode, and I'm like, bye, doctor. I'm on to my new doctor.
Luke says I run the Doctor Who Society at the school I work at.
Of course you
okay,
do.
so there you go.
Right.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you guessed from the Chris Eccleston, yep. Yes.
Yeah, Doctor Who is amazing.
5.
I can see that one coming.
8.
And the swap, our first one.
10.
All right. Martin.
Yeah. That's complicated.
How many
my
of y'all
plans
out there
a
have
touch.
never played Tikal like me until last week when now I've played it now 3 times?
So this is what I have. I was thinking of putting it around here, but of course with that tile there makes it just really easy for him to get the treasures. I'm not been into treasures so far. I'm a bit worried that I'm neglecting them a little bit too much. But I've got to get in there. And I can't place it there for easy access from my 2 expedition workers because
Right.
he's going to have even easier access. So I'm in a bit of a bind. I would have really liked an empty space to do what he did, because Chris was always doing the good moves here. But
That's why I
didn't get-
said, like, empty jungles.
Yeah,
or
empty jungle. I
temples,
was
right?
thinking an empty space would be really nice, but it's going to take a while to empty this.
Right.
So where do I stick
I mean,
it?
that is empty.
That's true, but it's
mean-
not a great position. I'm not feeling that there's a lot there to.
Yeah, 2 of them are
Go
pretty
for-
much dead to you, right? So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So
I
there's
mean, there
not-
is this one as well.
Yeah. So I'm
I mean,
wondering.
it's a low rent district over here, but you know.
It's capable of improvement.
Yeah.
Low rent districts can be improved. That's my theory, at least.
Wow, there's a okay. Makes me feel a little vindicated here. Dimitri, Anthony, Phryne, Luke, active food reviewer, James,
For Tikal, yeah.
and Spencer is like a born again virgin with Tikal. Says I mentioned this in Slack, but it's probably been 15 years since I played it. Does that count? I'd say yeah.
No, but you played it, yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to pop it here because I think it's going to cause awkwardness.
It is.
We like awkwardness.
Thanks. You're
And
great.
if in doubt, cause some random awkwardness. Chaos is a
Okay.
ladder, after all. And I'll go for that. So, now for the action points. So, I don't know if Edward's going to keep his leader there or he's going to move his leader around. I don't know, but I might as well just hold on that score for the moment and just get some more people on the board. I don't feel any of the campsites are looking terribly attractive at the moment. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on, you just
Well,
placed it, right?
Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There
Correct.
we go. Yep.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
And for a 10th, I'm going to put another worker on the board, and we'll go with it like that.
I have so many. Yeah. All right. We're going to do. Well, my original plan was to do something like this. Mm-hmm. But I might place it down here, actually. There's so much I want to do here. This is frustrating. This one time, can I have 12? Can I have 12 action points this one round?
In a word, rearrange the following 2 letters into a famous phrasal saying. O-N.
Because what I want to do is I want to place a tent, I want to bump that to a 9, and I want to cap it.
Oh, he's prepared to lose his leader.
I am. Alas, I am not going to do that. Because that's too many points. So instead, I am going to do that, and I'm going to do this. 5, 10. Those are out of the game. Done.
Okay.
Cool.
You feel better leaving your leader on top.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I figured he was every day.
If you've lost
like how you
it,
did
flaunt
that.
it.
Right, exactly.
You're like, I'll just do this.
It's
This
good to
will
be the king or queen. So
Yep.
there we go. All right. Oh, wow. Active Food Reviewer says pretty new to the modern stuff. Only play Combat Commander and Gloomhaven more than once. You have a exciting adventure ahead of you.
This
That is really, really cool.
Welcome.
Oh, and I was going to show you guys what I drew. There we go.
What do I want to do with this? So I have a campsite, empty campsite with 3 on one side. Don't do anything for me. So what can I do?
Just floating ideas. I'm not saying they're good
Chris
ideas.
is over here,
Right.
and I kind of want to give him access to this because you're over here. So I want to make you guys fight.
That's probably smart. The other idea was to...
But I'm not really going to give him access to that because there's not a way out here, actually. So it doesn't help him tremendously just because of the way the tiles are laid out. Because if I put a blank here, can't move into it, blank here makes it 1, but that's going to be still pretty pricey for him to get in there. Because it'll be 3 and then 1. I know I could go up there. I don't want to.
Yep.
Why would going up there just waste the tile when I could cause
No,
chaos?
you place a camp on it.
I will not.
Okay.
So it
Fair
wastes the
enough.
tile, and it does not. There is not enough over here for that to matter to me.
Okay,
You've
fair
got
enough.
2s and 3s that have not been built up. There is no value in that for me. And it's 5 action points to go place a camp. Not worth it.
Yes, ma'am.
So over here, could. Oh, I actually wish this were less, so I could help make this a battle.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Jungle, thematically.
Okay.
It works.
Whatever floats your boat.
I'll do that anyway. I'm not doing anything with it. So for my move, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we've streamed Combat Commander a couple times.
8.
I think it'd be interesting to see. I mean, Jess is already really deep into the treasures. If she continues on that path.
I don't actually want to. It's
Okay,
just,
then don't. I mean, I'm just.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no. I
thinking
don't
out loud.
want to. It's just I've been that's all I've had access to.
Sure.
Because of the way the temples came out and the routes to them, they're too pricey.
Sure.
For me, and I'm hoping someday I'm going to get a temple tile. I'm hoping that's going to happen for me. That'd be nice.
And this is why some people prefer the auction variant, right?
But it may happen. I did get that one, but I didn't do anything with it. And now I don't have majority up there, so I can't do anything with it. So I think that's 3, 6, 7, 8. What would I do with my last 2? Probably just move back, I guess. All right, 3. I'll reveal that in a second when I know this is what I want to do. 4, 5, 8. And I think I'll just leave him. Yeah, if I'm going to do, all right, I'll do that. So
Okay.
that's 8. I got 2. Another match, but only 1. But you might want something.
I might want something.
Depends on what you get. Go find me something. Find me a gold statue. You go do that.
Ooh.
I gotta move these over.
There you go. Yeah, you're good.
Put my matches down here.
You good?
That was it. Yeah.
Match.
That's done.
Sorry.
Dot jungle.
This is what I have. I've been debating where to put it. To do something interesting with it, but I don't know how.
I would recommend putting the 3 stones facing north right here.
Sure. I just do whatever he says. I'm so gullible.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I'm just saying
No.
that's my
I'm
recommendation.
doing this.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
Wow. Okay.
Keep my eye on them if they're becoming piece limited. What do I want to do?
What do you want to do?
What do I want to do? Yes. Okay. Turn 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6.
The camps allow you to bring out new workers or teleport.
Or we can do this.
So
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
final answer?
Final answer.
All right. So
There's a lot to think
Chris
about.
can bring new workers out here. I can bring new workers out here, and I can teleport between here and here for 1 action point.
Secret paths. Try and keep the
Yeah,
theme.
Sorry.
Catacombs.
Secret paths.
Please.
yeah.
Catacombs.
Sorry. Secret paths.
Okay, I have a nice 5-pointer temple. I think I'm going to plop it here because this is not passable.
Right.
And this is now a spot for 5 points, I think.
Wow.
I think that's a good spot. So that's 5. I'm going to go 6, 7, 8, 9 over here. Now, Edward has sacrificed his leader over here,
did.
which is a bit of a brave move.
It is.
But it's
Or
actually
don't.
really screwed me over because I've now got 4 workers there and it's expensive to move them out. so it's actually hurt me a great deal. You've got that same
the board for that?
same astonished look when I give in these circumstances. This is all because of that.
Maybe
Oh, I was
One
bitter.
thing.
Oh, I was angry. I was so bitter last
Were you
night.
bitter? I
Yes,
couldn't tell.
was. Yeah.
So yeah, chalk one up. You should.
You have to.
Oh,
say it.
you have to say it.
No, chalk one up is not the classic.
Glory to.
Well done. There's no chalk involved.
I've still got one action
one up.
point left. To use my anatomically correct meeple
Yes.
somewhere. I should point out actually, this game came out in the year 1 BM. 1 before Meeple. Because this was out 99 and Carcassonne appeared 2000. Carcassonne is the game which is associated with meeples.
right.
And in fact, I only discovered this when I was poking around, but the term meeple was in fact coined in Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah, down in the South Shore.
We have
while
a
playing
lot
Carcassonne.
going first here.
There
I'm
you
just
go.
saying.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
I'm official. I live here.
Yeah.
So I have a license even.
Which
Yep.
song was it? To Grandmother's House. We got the song Over the River and Through the Woods.
I don't know.
That was in Malden. There was the song. There's a famous song that was.
Nursery rhyme or whatever.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Okay. You're done?
I'm done.
All
No, it was a
I
Christmas
haven't been
Carol.
handing these out
Oh,
because
right,
of
yes.
that.
I thought that was a tip-off. But
Little bit.
yeah.
Second Volcano Day.
Where
So
shall I go?
I'm tempted to put it down here.
But you've got a first score before you.
Yeah,
I know, I know. So
Why
just
though?
right because
That
it would.
doesn't really hurt anybody.
It really doesn't. It helps Chris too much, so I won't. I just thought it would be cool to cut that end off, but no, I'm not going to do that.
That's fine. It's already kind of cut off. So.
Kinda, yeah, you have to go this way to get
Yeah,
there.
but that
Yeah.
really helps Chris because that
I
four
know,
then
right.
becomes impassable.
So here we go. So we will go 1, 2. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 8.
Cool.
8. Still 8. Nine, 10.
Well,
No, that
that's
would be
two.
11. There's 2 there.
Oh, there's 2. Oh, there is. Okay, check that. All right, that's 9. Ten. All right, so here we go. We score all my jewelry tiles. Done. 4, 5, 10, and 16 is 26. 26 and 17 is 43. Final answer. Done.
That's a lot of
J-Rex.
points.
Yeah.
Dimitri says he's designing a game called Heroes of Might and Meeple. Nice.
All right. I can't get there. Not there with enough people. 2, 3. Yep. Nope.
So while Jess is thinking about this, one thing that I really like about our channel is the fact that it's, I mean, obviously we do a plethora of new games, but we also do stuff like this. And Goa and, you know, classics for a reason. Good old games. Agricola. Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I like the mix. It's really quite interesting that this is a sponsored game as well. It's a game that's 2 decades old, but
I agree.
hey, it's still on the shelves for a reason.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Oh, hey, Dan. Dan, designer of Obsession.
Oh, Dan, hi.
All right. Do I care about temples? Because I'm not really in a position to do anything about them. I can move these guys in here to get majority for 6, but it's going to cost me a heck of a lot to do that.
20 years old, Luke?
1, 2, 3, 4 to go that way.
It says on the box, Spiel des Jahres winner, 1999.
6, 7,
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So,
Yep.
Exactly.
It's been a day.
8. Nope.
I was still active duty in the Marine Corps.
I won't tell you what I was
2,
doing.
3, 4, 5 to get 1 there.
1999, I was here in Massachusetts, but I wasn't playing games at that point. That was during my period without much gaming, without almost any gaming.
All right, so see, exactly. Nick says, I agree about the bringing back old games like this. Right now, looking the game up, checking out components, gameplay photos. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, God.
I mean, we did Masters of Venice not too long
Yeah,
ago. and
that was a fun
20
one.
years ago.
So I'm really not having a camp right now. It costs so much to get anywhere. Or I can't really do anything. I can get 3 points by moving that guy 1. But it's 3 points. So I may give up on that.
Well, you could open up a couple of levels and it would be 5.
Right.
Just as a reminder, not
What?
telling you have to, but remember that these 3 are all empty, so they can be placed for
Yeah,
a camp.
but
Just
after
as a
I put
reminder.
5
that's it.
there and put
I
1
understand,
in.
and that one's also an option. Not
Right.
saying it's a good idea, just reminding, because I forget that once these are gone, it's
Right.
now an empty hex.
That's true.
Okay?
5.
And Boss, another 20-year-old, exactly.
Right, Boss.
Okay, Dan says Shogun, exactly. There we go.
4.
See?
Oh, but then I can't get it because it's 8. Damn it.
But you're prime.
Have you done anything already?
No.
I've lost track. Okay.
I've done not a thing, but that will be way too much. I can get 4, 7, 8, and then 1 level.
And Laura says, doesn't feel like 20-year-old game mechanics. One thing that we had talked about during this that
2.
I mean,
6 and
action
6
point
points.
allotment, it feels fresh, and obviously it's 20 years old. And I had floated the idea, and there might be examples of this that I'm not thinking of, to where
And then
you
we
have
can
like
do
a
for 4.
total pool of, okay, you're going to get 10 rounds, 10 actions. So you get 200 points, and you can spend as many as you want to up to a certain amount, and then reserve and just mark them all. I mean, it's a little fiddly. I understand. But
But
I
if you
wonder,
had 100 points for the whole game.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Spend them how you want up to a maximum per, round
Right.
or whatever. And,
Carry them
Somebody
over.
must have thought of that and tried it.
right, and then, oh, wow, that's fiddly as hell. Probably, and that's
Maybe.
why I don't design
Yeah.
games.
7.
It's intriguing.
It is.
All right, I'll just go for these 6 points, I guess. 2, 4,
6
6.
is good.
Okay.
Make it 8.
Oh, you could make that a level 8.
I know. I don't like that though, because Martin's just going to steal it from me. So I don't know that I want to do that.
He's going to steal it from you.
Yeah.
I'll move in and get the points.
Well, hold
gonna
on.
cap
So here's my. I'm not saying you're 100% wrong, but look at
Right.
it. To be able to move a guy from here
Yeah,
would cost
it only costs
2,
3.
3.
Yeah,
Right.
at
It
that
costs
point.
5 to cap it.
Yeah.
So he now can't move another guy in because he
You're
could tie
saying,
you.
okay, I said it wrong. I'm not going to use my guy to cap that. So I'm not going to
Fair
invest
enough.
in that.
Okay,
That's not going to
yes.
happen,
Got
so
it.
I don't really care. But it does move me, I don't know, over. I don't know what to do with my last 4. Because there's not.
Well, if you
1,
did
2,
go up the
3.
levels there, yes, I can get
can
those points as well, but we both get the points and those two don't. So it's it's helping you and it's helping me, but it's not helping the other two. So
Sure, 1, 2.
And he's
3,
wasting his
4.
turn, quote unquote,
Well,
to
it-
be able to do that, right?
it's I've got to tie up my whole turn. To
Exactly,
get in.
and a crap ton of workers to be able to do that. So there's that. I mean, cost analysis, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. I know, it does nothing. Just
No,
blocks
not
me.
right now, but yeah. Okay. All right, score it.
It's annoying.
Certainly does the annoyance. Yep.
Yeah.
Scores annoyance.
I had an idea. and
The
I
only
liked
thing
it.
on the board is 6. 6, 3, 6, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
28. And Chris.
I had an idea, and I'll have to see if I can get those points.
Don't forget, if you guys are enjoying it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. You can support the show, like a number of folks, everybody in this room, as well as a number of viewers. Support the show over on pledgehc.com.
It cost me 5 points to get in there for 3 points. 5. Right? Exactly.
So
All right.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
No. Go
No,
ahead.
tell me what you were going to say.
No, I was just going to say, so it's interesting because all of your workers are over
Well,
there,
this
but
is-
you do have a camp.
I know. And
Over
I
here to
what I
bring
should
out
have done
more.
was that.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to do for 5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
6, 7,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
This was premature, I feel like. 6, 7. Well, let's see. I have 7, so might as well make points.
Oh, you need 11. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I kept finding too.
Yep.
Just one short,
Yep.
one short,
Yep.
one short.
Something to be said for consistency.
I won 9.
Oh, careful, Dimitri. Jess was back like 30 points and ended
10.
up tying for the win. So-
All right, let's see how many this is.
Count 'em up.
It's not that much, I think. 6, 10, 14, 17. So
30.
I'm at 13. 30.
Yes, the mark.
I'm hurting even more for Edward. Did really well with that cap because he's got those 2 cap temples. I mean, the timing worked out beautifully for him on that.
It did.
So I've got to hope that he's going to suffer somehow
Well, I mean,
in the
this
future.
is all I
His
have
lack
left.
of leader, no
Yeah.
leader. That's definitely a
Yep.
problem. So I could go after this temple, but that would cost me 7 points to get 5. It's better to spend 6 to get 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. That gives me the majority there. That gives me 6. It gives me 4 to play with. Well, I could go 1, 3 to score 4 points. Or I could go 1, 2, 3 to score 4 points there. I think I'd rather score 4 points here because it is nicely next to my camp.
Well, not just that, but I'm the leader. That makes sense.
Yep. No, but it knocks you down because you've already scored.
Understood, but it makes it harder for me to then recoup, right?
And I've got 1 point, which I can probably not think of anything the hell to do with other than...
You could just pass.
No, I can put them out. I can put an anatomically correct meeple out onto the board.
All right,
Right.
score it.
So I get 4 and 6 is 10. And that's it. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, wow, it is. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
26.
All right, so now
not good at all.
I have been thinking about where to put this, and I have yet to come up with a good location. I mean, that hurts me. It'd be cool, but that hurts
It's just
me.
begging for a volcano.
It really kind of is.
There's probably a
Pretty-
better place. I don't
There,
know.
there probably is.
I
So,
would welcome you putting that there
I
for
don't have
yourself,
that, no.
but I don't think
Right,
it would be a good
no.
move.
so we're gonna go there and kind of hem in Chris a little bit because now 2 of the sides are dead to him.
Yeah, this was like half a wasted turn putting that there.
So,
like, yeah.
so we're gonna go there. So now, actually, you guys can figure out theirs. All right, and unplace or get this so I don't forget. Get off me. There we go. So we're looking at 10. Two, for sure. Having this camp right there, I wanted to come over here with this worker, but having this camp right there, it is so much work for me to be able to get a guy, and he has all this, and
It's a deterrent.
it really is. It's a really good deterrent, honestly, because I hate the idea of him being able to just build those up without any kind of pain. So we have 2. I'm going to at least make him work for it. 3, 4. Six. 7, 8. I ain't got a damn clue now. When in doubt, spam. 10? Let me double check. Yeah, I don't feel great about it, but I think that's what we're gonna do, and that's what we drew. Okay, done. Oh, before Jess takes her turn, a moment.
Dun, dun, dun. All right.
All right.
Nice
Hey.
number.
So cheers, Philip.
Hey, Philip.
Cheers.
Thank you for the
Cheers.
support.
Hit my finger.
Welcome.
What was that?
So we have a treasure tile
There you go. Fits.
with only 3 on this side. I don't know what I want to do with this. I could put it here, but it's still really expensive for me to get to because I have to get out for 2 and then in for 1. And it really just, then this just allows access over to Chris's camp. It doesn't really do anything else.
Yeah.
I've
I've often thought of putting something in there, but Chris is just
I don't think Chris is really motivated
Beautifully
to do
placed, right?
that, honestly.
what?
To go for treasure
Yeah,
tiles.
this camp is.
No, I'm
Going out of
saying
business.
it makes, you're just going to go around. I'm not even worried about Chris. I'm saying
Oh,
like
okay, gotcha.
1, 2, like
Right,
it's,
yeah,
it's just not super
Gotcha.
convenient even for me.
Well, I mean, me
And
and
I'm
Martin don't
really-
have any treasure. I mean, all the treasure is basically yours.
So what's your point though? That doesn't mean you don't want it.
I'd rather fight for the bigger points where, I mean...
Still doesn't matter.
so,
It's not
okay.
beneficial to me.
Understood.
Regardless
Yeah,
of if it's
I
beneficial
gotcha, I
to you.
gotcha.
So that's not helpful. I can't find a place to put it that is beneficial to me. Because up there it would cost me 3 to get into. I'm not sure I really care about it. Do I just bleed treasure for the game from the game and make it impossible for any of us to get? And it just sits there? Kind of thematic. Sure, there's treasure that was never explored. And then yet, I
Well,
kind of
I-
want to go with the theme of just going and collecting treasure. But
Well, I
I'm
think
not gonna go in.
you locking up treasure is bad for you because you want as much treasure on the board as possible so that you can trade and get triples.
No, because if I'm not going for temples, I'm not wasting movement building up either. So wasting movement, uncovering treasure, like it kind of balances.
All right.
So I'm not worried about that, but I am worried about the movement points making it then ridiculous. But I need to give myself some viable option. I'm just not seeing it.
You want to get to it easily?
I want to
Okay.
be able to get out of where I am easily, and I can't. And these not having 1 stones
Out of
makes
where you
it
are.
not
Right,
helpful.
yeah.
I see.
I'm pretty locked in, and it's really hard for me to move around. But I'll make a camp at some point.
Right. There's a good campsite. Here
Exactly.
next
For
to the
what
hall.
you do,
Right.
that makes sense. Yeah.
No, it does, because look, to get there is exceedingly pricey.
It's pricey everywhere. I hear you.
So like here would be good for me. This is not, because it's 4 to get in. I'll just put it here. So 3 treasure on that.
Okay.
Oh. I can pick up 1 treasure this turn. Can't do anything up there.
There are no tiles with crashed alien spaceships. It might be a promo that comes out later, though, Nick. Appreciate it. Phil says, happy to support the show. Love heavy games and your content. Keep up the good work. I promise we will.
So this is 4, and he's at 5. I have to get 2 in there. What would cost a normal egg? 5, 6.
Well, jungle exploration is dangerous work, so costing an arm and a leg.
And I don't want to get rid of him. So yeah, I just don't have majority there. Meh. 1, 2, 3. See how expensive? Like I can't.
No
get
arguments. I hear you.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about with this game. I've owned it a long time, but I'm never really a straight big studier of games, so I've never really put a lot of time trying to figure out how to play it well. Which you can tell from the fact I haven't, but from the way I've been playing.
Seems like one of those things where a little thing will make a big difference each time you play it.
Right.
So
1, 3, 4. That's just so impossible.
It is really. That's why I did what I did to try and put a
know.
little pressure on him up there.
Oh,
I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said it's pressure.
I want to put a camp, but I just don't have a good place.
No, there aren't any good spots, unfortunately.
Oh,
So I was pleased to grab that one because I felt that
Hey,
was
Felix,
as good a spot
how's
as
it going?
it could well. But we'll see what
6.
turns up.
that is useless to drop a guy here.
Yeah, you're hemmed in right now.
Uh-huh.
No arguments.
2, 3, 6, 9.
So many treasures.
beautiful.
Yep. You want to swap out your 2 tiles over there?
Oh,
Since
yeah.
you got a
there's
perk.
one pair, yeah.
She's setting up for a big
All right.
treasure score.
Final answer.
Oh, look at that.
5 temples.
Very nicely blocked.
Just plop it in the corner.
Yep.
Gross.
There's 2 options of what to do.
Gross.
But either way, that's going to be one action point.
Nice.
Yep.
That's my big kahuna.
Yes.
Maybe there should be Tikal is where the rebel base was shot in Star Wars. There you go. Well,
I have 2 options.
Oh, I'm seeing it now. See, you always see it after the fact.
okay, so you see some. Okay.
I should have put this here, and then it would have been 1 in. I was forgetting that. I was thinking it would be
All
black.
right, we're doing for the total of 5
7,
action
8.
points, 7, 8, and then capping for the remainder of my turn.
Good. Get
Those
them out
guys
of the
had a good
game.
expedition,
Yes.
but they're
Yes.
going away.
Done.
Turn's over.
Yeah.
And do you have a tile yet, Jess?
And this means, of course, now the 9 and 10s will not appear because you can't get there from with all the 8s.
Because there's an
Oh,
8.
wow,
There's
because
an
the 8s are
gap.
capped. Yeah, there's no 8, right. So these are out of the game, so don't even
Wow.
worry about
Don't
them.
even
Don't
look
even
at those.
see them.
Yep.
Your beat.
Well, I got this jungle area. That's going
That's
over
a nice
here
one. I would have liked that one.
Aye, right.
because that's. I mean, Edward will take such advantage. Actually, putting it like that's going to be slightly better, isn't it?
Yeah,
then
because
that's-
now I have to come this way. Yep.
Well, no, if I put it here, it would give you a nice route to whatever's plopped in there.
Yeah,
By
good
plopping
point.
it here, I mean, it just makes it more awkward. It makes it a bit more, your camp a little less useful. So I was toying with doing basically what Chris did, popping that up to a level 8 and then capping, but can't do that anymore, so let's forget that. Even though Jess has moved the thing out, so it would have been perfect time to do it as well. But what I can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cap. I think that's a
Yep.
good bet. And that's me done.
So that's at a 7.
So I have this, and honestly, I'm motivated to try and help Jess, but not for the reason you might think. The reason is I want to motivate Jess to come into this area to fight Chris, because it's going to be so hard for any of the rest of us to do this. So I think I'm going to do like this.
Nice.
Make it cheap.
That is a good. I was actually thinking of doing something like that.
And depending on
Yep.
what she has, maybe if it's blank, she puts a camp there, whatever, and it motivates her to go that way, is the point to
Yeah.
help with that.
That's
So it helps Jess, but in a sense that it helps her to try and hurt Chris. That's the idea, at least. I don't know if it works out that way, but...
Yeah, I don't like it, so it's all right.
Check. All right.
Right, I was debating when we were talking putting this one here in a way to seal off anybody from coming
Yes.
here, or but then it left this open for someone to put it here. So either way, I didn't.
Right.
Yeah, either
Right.
way.
It was open.
Because you can't block everything. That's the thing.
How many is it to move over that way? It's just one?
This one is my campsite.
I'm going to glory to Rome your help because my tile was going to help me.
Oh, wow. I legitimately... My bad. Wow.
You didn't help.
Oh, boy. And here I thought I was being helpful.
Nope, you were not. Because that has to clear before I can get in there. And I wanted
Well,
to
you
get in
had
there
two
beforehand.
here, it was my thinking. That's 4, and then 10 clears it. Anyway.
Yep, but I could have done this immediately.
Sorry.
And gotten in there for the next scoring, which is going to happen.
So...
Because I really need it to score twice, is the thing, not once.
2. Your big guy's over there. Oh, but he could do that.
he can get here very
Yeah,
quickly.
he can he? That's 2. That is, in fact, 2. Four, 6.
Oof.
Active site.
Why don't you cap that now?
He's limited to 2 caps.
Limited to 2 caps.
So we're gonna go 8. DS. Fini. And that's what we drew. Okay. Done.
Gosh, you have a lot in there. Wow.
Well, I can move over.
Yeah.
That's the thought process, at least.
So I had this.
I figured it was a
I was
blank
going
when
to turn
you
it this
were cussing
way,
me.
and I was going to put a camp there so I could get a bunch in there for majority.
Here.
But now the treasure are there, so I have to wait.
Take care, Franny. Thanks for hanging out.
And this doesn't line up very beneficially because I can't get this to help me. I'm going to block off, and I really need my guy not blocked in. He's blocked in by the volcano. He's blocked in by no stone here or here or here.
Wow.
So it's pretty painful, but I can't get him out up here either.
You could put it in there to do the crossway that you wanted to do all that time ago.
Crossway to what?
Between the 2 camps.
Nope.
hope
Because
that
when
they
I
can-
do it this, well, that's just really expensive again. For you guys? No, I didn't really, I wanted him to be able to get in here.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that's not, camp to camp doesn't benefit. And I could
One mod
do
leaves,
that.
one mod appears. Hey, Vince,
do
what's
that.
up?
We're in the jungle.
We're going jungle-y.
We're jungle,
right.
jungle themed.
Jungle
One's
look.
capped. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet to move him at some point, I think. or I've just lost him. All right, so that's that. What can I do up here? 2, 5, 2, 5.
And it clears it. Again, I thought it was being proactive.
Well, I was gonna clear this and do a camp and move, and no, I can't. But I guess that's what I'm headed to. Okay, so 4,
You're moving both of these guys here.
yeah, and 6. I'll take those two.
You're getting both
I don't
of
know
them.
if I want to though. See, that's so painful. I see, because leaving them here and having a camp there, I would have been able to take all of them. Ugh, all right.
When-
Lamenting over. I'll take these.
So many points with those.
There's a lot of
Not a
points
lot,
coming up.
not compared to the temples.
Here, go ahead and push them over this way.
Sure.
There's no room on the table
Yeah.
to hold all of Jess's treasure.
Yep.
That's
10.
18 so far.
I was just trying to be an archaeologist. You guys are. You're in it for the victory. I'm in it for history.
We're uncovering temples.
We're discovering numbers on temples.
Yes, exactly.
There's no money in the arts.
The view is really good on the top of these temples.
Yep.
All right, my turn. I have the same tile you just had.
Actually, I can't change it. I should have taken that one so I could have taken it for free next
I
time.
found it to be uninteresting as well.
I'm okay if you wanted to do that. That's fine.
Nah,
Just move one over.
I'm gonna make as many mistakes possible. in
Okay.
this playthrough.
Okay.
So we feel even worse when we lose.
Right.
There's not. You're fine. You're gonna be fine.
All right, let's just do something like this and do a little escape hatch there or something.
Just gets worse.
I'd like to show how painful that is.
By the way, they are color coded, which I literally just realized. All the singles are
Yes.
silver. All the
Yeah.
the twos are gold, and the reds are threes.
Right.
I didn't realize that,
Yeah, it helps.
and now you know.
Now you know.
No means half the battle. G.I. Joe. 3.
3. Or
Oh, Jess.
5.
Wow, that's expensive.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a temple that's going to get contested easily.
And again, that's 2 right there, right? Sorry. There we go. No, it's 1. All right, even better.
All right.
How much do you get for temple? It depends on the temple, Dimitri. The value of the temple is what you get.
You get, yeah, exactly, whatever you capped it at. If you
Or you have majority. Like
control,
right
yeah,
now, I
majority.
have 6 here,
Yes, they're all different.
whereas Martin has a big 1.
1.
It's got a big one. All right. Let's see, there's a 6 there.
We're in Central America. It's the big 1.
It's the big one.
No?
All right.
Nope.
I feel like there's a right way and a wrong way to do this here.
I vote wrong. I vote wrong. way.
Wrong way? Okay, I'm
Yes,
just going to go back
all
to
right.
the start. Hang on.
I love the realizations. They can be, Dimitri, depending on placement, but if people don't like it, that's where the auction variant comes in.
Sorry, I'm taking a while here.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I feel like I set up something. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I don't quite know.
Yeah, there's definitely randomness with the tile draws, but
Sure.
I've never found the randomness has bothered me. But of course, I haven't studied the game as carefully as I'm sure plenty
And they
of
come
people
out in
have.
I mean, there's a little bit of random, like, all the E's come out in the E's, right?
Right.
Wherever that is.
Yep.
So how many are you at now?
So that's 7.
Okay. 5 over and then 2. Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Checks out.
That's my turn.
Martin.
Ugh.
Hey, Jim. That's why we're trying to do this with the tiles
Well-
to where we get a tile in advance.
This, I'm going to plop it there.
look at
At
it,
least
yeah.
that nicely places it for my camp.
Seems selfish.
1, 2, 3. Well, you're not that far away. We've got my army of people there. 1, 2, 3.
I
4,
prefer a herd. Thank
A
you.
herd of people. That's right.
5, 6, 7,
Get out.
8, and 9, 10. Over here.
Final answer?
Yep.
A 6er.
Yep. Well, I think I'm going to make that really expensive.
All right.
Wait.
Ugh.
Or do I do like this?
And make it really cheap.
I think I'll do that, and it gives me options over here. Four. Six. 8. 10. Final answer. Done.
All right.
That's what we
Impressive.
drew. What tile you have?
I have this.
More
I've already
treasure.
seen a theme.
Seriously. And because you keep going in here, so even if I put a camp here, 5, jump in, I'm never going to be able to catch up with majority. So that's not a super great idea. I wanted to go in and do something with that 5. He's already, I can't help over there because it costs too much for me to get in. Because this is 5 to jump over here, and he
You
smartly.
pop a camp here and that allows you to cause
But
all
I'd
sorts of
have to
trouble.
move 5 in.
No, only for that one temple.
Yeah.
These 2 temples are only 1 each.
What do you mean?
This guy's got
That's
that guy
3.
on it.
No, I understand. But
Oh, to move.
To move in.
Moving,
It's 1
yeah.
across
Yes,
there
but
and
I
it's 1
have to
across
move
there.
4 guys
No
in
arguments.
to do anything with that. I can't get to a 6 really well because it costs 5 each
Yep.
time.
Not saying you're wrong with that.
So I don't have much ability over there with the camp, like putting that in
I
there.
did say I just was trying to motivate you. I didn't say it'd work.
I'm trying to see if that's, I mean, we don't have much left, and it would take me so many moves to do anything with that.
And what letter is that tile that you have? F.
We're
So
at
we've started the Fs now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
started the F,
So
so
there's
it's
a
the next
volcano
one
in the
around.
Fs.
There is.
So 5.
Which means
6.
either it's this or one of
7.
y'all or me has it.
So that's 4.
All right. Luke says that he and his wife are both really bad analysis paralysis folk. Spent 5+ hours on a base game of Spirit Island. Think the game would drive us insane, but I like it, and I think she would too. It's a real possibility for us.
I played Spirit Island last weekend. It was, I liked it.
And if you don't have cats, you could keep this on the table, Luke. I don't know the answer to that, Nick. But considering Rio Grande is a partner with us, I'd recommend the Rio Grande version, but I don't know the differences. Yep.
I don't know. I'll do that for later. See if it can do anything. So 2 go on that.
Oh,
Or
gotcha.
I could fill that up.
So there are 7 treasure on the board and 2 left off board. Oh, that's good news, or good to know, Laura. There's a little variant
4,
called Mini Tikal for 2 players.
5.
Use half the tiles and the map, which might work. Okay, it shrinks
I've
everything.
played this with 2 and it's been
The full
it's
thing.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
And Cindy and I have played it a few times. And Cindy doesn't like area control games, and yet she likes this.
Good to know.
What can I do with this guy? And those are both. You just move these guys in here?
Because you kept.
Right, he's
and-
coming.
Okay, that
He's
way.
trying to come up here. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Luke says, I have a 2-year-old. Cat's got nothing on me.
I guess. But that's 5. Oh, you're always 1 short.
Weird how that works in
1,
these
2,
good
3,
games.
4, 5, 6, 7. That gets me there. Maybe you'll leave me alone.
Hasn't changed. Just
Right?
FYI, that
okay.
tile has not changed. I
It
just
hasn't.
checked.
You're just checking.
It's not Schrodinger's
All right.
tile.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is really expensive. And make it a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Why are you messing with me in there, jerk?
Who?
I'm being a jerk.
There's a board.
I guess you are.
Sorry. Chalk one up. Is that what the phrase is now?
Hold on. Did you need to really ask that question? So I guess I can get rid of this because it's not.
Oh.
And he's all these workers are on the board.
All right.
Except for the 2 that gave
Their
up
lives.
the goose. Yes.
Were sacrificed. It was a good sacrifice, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Laura says the full game's
right.
good,
1,
but
2,
if you're
3.
AP prone,
4,
You're right.
5.
cuts it in half. That makes sense.
Yeah, Cindy and I aren't
6,
particularly AP prone,
7.
so that helps. Tend to move quickly.
And then
It's because we don't think too hard, that's the problem.
Oh, there's our first triple. And by ours, I mean J-Rex's.
Yeah.
Okay. Done, right?
It'll be interesting to see it with how much of a...
All right. The
it's not a
volcano
good
is out
idea.
here.
You need to diversify.
Nope.
It's not the volcano. Whoever has it knows.
Yeah.
Only the shadow knows.
Only the shadow.
And one of the 3 of us.
Also knows.
What is it? What is
It's
it?
a 4 with kind of one tough entry.
Yeah, there you go. Or as I like to think of them of lately, the Jess entranceways, because everything she draws seems to be difficult in that regard.
Right. The problem is, this camp is done. This is real. No
That
one.
was a misstep.
Misstep.
That's half a
Bad
turn.
camp.
That happens.
It's just half a turn staring at me, just
Mocking you. Like, you
laughing at me. It's
Why'd you put
just, what were you thinking?
You never know with camps.
All right,
They're
we're
always a
gonna do
tricky
this.
choice, I think, where to put them.
Yeah, could have worked out. If, whatever. All right, that's that. For sure, we're doing this for 2 points. 'Cause that's the last 7.
Yep.
Yep. Ain't going higher than 6, y'all.
It's 2 action points.
There's that.
2, 4, 5, 7.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Slow down over there. Getting
All right,
greedy.
hold on. 5, 7.
I tried. I'm out. I'm out. There's nothing else I can do.
9.
Neighbors Harley.
All right. We'll back up 1, 8, and then we'll do 9, 10.
Final answer.
Done.
Not going to bother giving
Don't
you
give
a
me it,
tile
yeah.
yet. All right.
Well, as one of you 2 knows, I'm not the volcano.
Same as last time.
And now Jess and I both know who has the volcano.
Yep. I think I'm going to pop that here, keeping that impassable
Are you
there.
sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Seems selfish. Okay.
So I've been keeping my leader over here because he's threatening in 2 directions. He could kind of nip down here and mix it up with Chris's stuff, or he could nip back here to mix it up with Edward's stuff. 1, 2, 3.
He's nipping down there.
To the shock of no one.
Yeah, well,
There's too many high price rent
a lot
now
of-
all of a sudden.
there is a lot
so-
then, though.
That,
there, yeah.
Don't need that much on them to score, really, at the moment.
so that was 3, 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. I think it's probably a good
I like that.
use.
Done?
Our leader's there to be threatening in all sorts of directions, as Edward is leaderless, since he sacrificed his leader with a large knife.
And as we all know, J-Rex has it.
All right. Same as last time.
Yes, I enjoyed my game of Spirit Island. Look, it was, co-ops, I'm going to go on to play it sometime with Cindy, see if she likes it, because I thought it was quite an
I
interesting
like Spirit
co-op.
Island. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
It was kind of like Mage Knight, but fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun theme. It's a fun.
Yeah, I love the theme. My friend there commented that it's kind of a co-op for gamers as opposed to Pandemic, which is more casual. And yeah,
So,
it was
okay.
nice.
So I'm
Yep.
thinking about doing it like this, but that doesn't really...
Depends if you want to drop your second camp, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't really help with that. I want to be able to get over to there,
Or an opportunity to Jess to drop her camp.
which to go that way. But if I do that...
He moved his leader 3 spaces, Laura. Start off here.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go there. Because I know Jess has the volcano, so she puts it in one of the available 5 spaces. Oh, but that doesn't really... Might be too little, too... Well... Again, I'm trying to think what helps her the most to help me fight back Martin a bit now, because I think she's punted on that idea.
Yeah, there's nothing happening over there.
And her volcano
He's got a
doesn't
camp,
help.
it's
yeah, I
pointless.
know. I feel like an idiot now with those. Yeah, final answer. Done. I'll leave it like that.
Okie doke.
All right.
Now what shall you do?
I ain't got a clue.
So they're saying there's prime camping material over there if you want to go. I don't, because there's huge numbers of stepping stones in between each of those, but they're...
So Edward's got to
Maybe you do.
defend his 2 6-point temples, because my leader
He also,
Is-
he also has no guys to bring out.
tottering and he
So
can't
I'm
bring it
gonna
anymore.
I'm
when
gonna
he's got the
go
camp.
1,
Ah.
3.
So that means he guarantees I can't. It's going to be very expensive for me to stop him there.
Right.
5.
Wow, very expensive. Okay,
No,
level of
3.
paranoia.
Did I get all the volcanoes? No, you got one.
No, he got a volcano.
And then I got the
So
rest
that's
of
That's
Three.
allowed him to do that really good score.
Yeah.
That volcano really helped him.
them. One volcano.
and there's nothing over there, right? Okay. 3. Four, 5, 6, 9. It's terrible. But what if we went that way? I'm at 5, right? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll work. 6, 7, 8, 9. Boy, I feel dumb for those.
How do you feel about all of those?
No, I'm okay with that.
No, I feel about all of those.
Oh, yeah. So that's at 9. $10 to be able to get it closer to my camp and to be able to do something with it. Yep, final answer done. J-Rex.
So that
There's a
volcano.
volcano.
Here it comes.
Vesuvius seeds. All right. Oh, glad to hear. Jem says, tip of the cap to Heavy Cardboard. Learned Time of Crisis last week. There was a nice teach and play. And not next week, the following week, we're doing the expansion of Time of Crisis as well. The Age of Iron and Rust, I believe it is. Very low rules overhead for the expansion as well. Okay.
That's the only one I can influence. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's a possible camp, but it doesn't help because it costs 1, 2, 3, 6 from that camp into there.
Well, it's cheaper than it'll be for anybody else unless
Plus
something happens
7
around
to,
here.
yeah, but he's right. I mean, nope. Because he's got one
Oh,
there.
you can't get it there.
I can't even get one in the first time. Next
That's
time I
true.
maybe
I have no
can
interest
get
in
one
them because I have none. I'm going for the temple.
That's what I'm talking
Right,
about is
yeah.
the temple.
Oh,
is me
gotcha,
trying
right.
to get some temple scoring. And so putting a camp there is 6 away plus 7 to place there.
Sure.
And you have 1. So I'll be fighting you. So it's not about those. These are not going to give me enough points. I got to get some temples if I'm going to do anything. And those are the only places for camp. This camp goes nowhere.
Camp nowhere.
Yeah, there's no open spaces for me to get in. Well done, guys, but there's no way I can
I don't
get
think
into
that
temples.
was. I don't think it was intentional to.
I didn't say that. I just can't. No, well, it is intentional.
Well,
That's
it's
the
a
game.
our general rule is to
Yes,
try
it
and
was
lock Jess out of the game on the basis that that's the only way we're going to give ourselves
No,
a chance.
to
But
everybody.
Well, I mean, the other thing is.
Okay, so camp there, and that does what?
It gets you access to these.
Nope, because he has a camp here, and he has his majority there, and he has every ability with these to grab it right back from me. So I can't, because I have to earn majority to do anything. You can't cap it till you have majority. And by the time I get there, he caps it and it's done. So I don't.
well, you can only cap one thing,
Right.
and you can get your leader in there. I mean, it's not.
No, I can't. It's really. It
Oh,
only
yes,
way
sorry, I
out
didn't
is-
realise.
It's
Yes,
kind of
it's-
Yep.
marooned out there.
So
yeah,
my
it is
leader's
marooned.
marooned.
Yeah.
I'm looking for her.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I don't see it either.
I don't know.
I mean, you got to get more people on board, though.
Yeah,
That's-
but putting them here is unbeneficial, and putting them out there is not beneficial because putting them here, whoops, doesn't get me in that temple.
Let's play the mask game really hard.
That's
Or
all I got.
Yep.
The jewel game. Ride it.
All right, 3.
There you
That's
go.
another
That's
triple.
This is going to be
It's
like.
not enough though, not at all. But that's 3.
6 each. It's the equivalent of as good a temple as you can get these days.
So then,
I'm curious to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I am
I
as
can
well.
assure you I've mapped it. Not well.
I have
2,
seen treasures
3,
really win the game,
4,
so
5.
it
So
can
I'm
happen.
At 8. I can't do anything else. Nine, 10. Mm-hmm. That's it.
All right.
Points.
Yeah.
Points.
0 on the board. 6, 12.
No, oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. 3, 6,
12,
12,
12,
18.
18, 19,
21,
22, 23, 24.
24.
Yeah.
And you are black.
Yep.
You're on 28.
24, 52.
52. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's more than twice what I got last go.
All right, Chris.
Let's see how this go fares.
All right.
Chris
I've
gonna
been
do?
planning ahead, so it's going to be 7 to there.
6, 9. Then I can just
What'd you do?
sit.
Move this guy in there for 7.
Okay.
And make that a 6. That's 9 action points. And might as well probably get a guy out. Tell you where he's not going.
Have not played Lasita. I haven't, at least.
Wait,
I have
how
to
does
put
this
this
even
out.
connect?
Nope, not yet.
not yet.
Until
Oh,
next round.
You're right, sorry.
No worries.
I was thinking end of my turn.
Sorry, didn't mean to bark.
You didn't bark.
I was like, no!
Don't do it. I can't place it here.
That's
Yes, you
capped.
can.
No, there's no.
No, that a volcano is a dead spot anyways. You can place it anywhere on the board.
Oh, okay.
Well, any open space.
All right.
Cause it
Tell you
will
what.
cause most
If
damage.
Camp hasn't seen anybody. We'll let someone go there.
Having to knock the dust off the
It's
tents
gotta-
and
gotta be
yeah,
right.
right, yeah.
Okay,
All right, what do you
so
got?
This is 8 here.
Yeah.
8, 14, 21, 25, 28, 32, 35.
Yep,
I'm on 30, so 65.
65. Mine.
Okay. Wow. Well, I have that in that temple. If I spend 3, that gives me that temple. And 3. So, obviously that one is interesting. He's defending it pretty heavily with his 6. I need to get the leader in where it's going to cause some trouble or protect my temple.
I would recommend that one. Or this one. Because if you put it here, it protects that one as well. Obviously, I'm trying to keep you away from mine, but
Well, no, but if I put it there, then you're going to be reluctant to move stuff.
you are correct, sir.
Because you're going to have to either not move
true.
off to here, or you're going to have to move these
Just
3
FYI,
apiece.
I do have him
You don't
over
have
here.
one over there, yep.
Yep.
And the great thing about the leader is it moves around and causes even more havoc.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to like being aggressive with my leaders, so I think it's going to go there. So that was, where was I? I was 1, 2, 3, 4. So what else can I do? Can I actually take that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You need 2 more.
I need 2 more. So I've spent 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
That takes the 6.
Rumble over there.
7. Then I can't get anybody else into any position, so I might go 7. Do a bit of building. 7, 8, 9, because that, oddly enough, is the safest spot at the moment.
You are correct. One
8,
more.
9, and then I got a 10th, and I can't do anything useful, so put a
Count them up.
people on the board.
15 over here. 20. 7. 30.
And all my treasure.
56.
Off the pace. I think that second scoring round killed me.
All right. There's no
At least I'm
pathway that way,
making
right?
Edward think.
3,
That's true.
4, 5, 6. So 3, 4 ties us. 5, 6 gives me the lead. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So we're looking at 12. No. No. 15. 15 and 16 is 31. One. What did I say?
It'll be-
31.
it'll be one behind
more,
75.
So 74.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, Jess, we can go ahead and.
So
there,
I'm just going to place
there.
this down here because, and it doesn't help me placing this because I really want a camp that's beneficial over here to these temples.
Sure.
You all aren't going to give me one, but I can hope.
Well, it depends. If we keep fighting over this, it makes these a little bit more accessible to you. Just saying.
1 round left.
Right.
Yeah, so
All right, now 10 action points.
right. It's basically going to go around one more time and then end on Jess.
Yep.
And then scoring,
But then one
starting
more
with you.
scoring loop.
Yep.
Yeah, Jess places the last tile and scores last.
3,
Yep.
6, 7, 4.
And that's the last
Ah, it's so awful.
volcano.
Jim Cribbins is saying shots fired. I have no idea whose shots he's referring to. We've been shooting at each other so much of this game.
Yeah. Probably this one right here.
Do anything there.
That is
Looks
very
like
much like
looks like it's on fire.
yesterday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a hotly contested 6 points,
Again, it's a land war on a temple.
right? It's a mediocre temple at that.
Yeah, it's not even a big one. You got those two big 8-pointers.
Yep.
That was crucial, I think.
Okay.
I think that was the winning move.
I know better than to think that.
Is there anything else I can do? 3, 6. No, that's not.
Some of the swag for Heavy Con has shipped.
All right.
Good. We like swag.
All right.
There it is.
Boom,
No,
boom, boom.
it does nothing because it can't go into any of these, but
No, it
I'll do
might get
5,
round.
6, 7. Oh, no, that's not what I
Okay.
want to do.
Okay.
I was thinking I could go for treasure, but I have treasure up there. That's not going to help me.
Treasure here, treasure there.
Get more
Everywhere,
treasure.
treasure.
Go long on treasure.
Yep. No, but I mean, that's what I was going to do, but I can only get one.
This looks really nice on the screen. It's really.
Oh, why can't I get
doesn't
It
it?
does look aesthetically
pops.
pleasing. It
Yeah.
does,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It kind of looks better in many ways.
That's almost like, yeah.
Because the 3D effect of the
The
temples.
volcanoes look
volcanoes and the
3D,
temples look much
They do
more
look
3D
good.
than
yeah,
they are in practice.
we're actually looking at what you guys are looking at.
Yeah.
It does look good.
Darn it. There's nothing better. 3.
The leader move. Who's
Yours
leader? Oh,
right
mine.
here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fire,
Well, yeah.
fire in the shots.
Edward doesn't have his leader, so that's opportunity for me to get in there and cause some interesting behaviour.
Okay, there's nothing else. Do you see anything else that's beneficial to me?
I
'Cause
don't.
got nothing.
Oh, as far as the camp, I mean that you can get both of those between your next 2 turns, so you don't need to worry about that. 'Cause
Exactly.
I have 0 interest in it because 1 point. Yeah,
I don't
not
really
what I'm
want
going
those,
after.
mind you, because if I don't get some temples, I can't recover. These are already scoring. I need no more. What I need is temples. Because they're worth 5 and 6 out here.
Yeah, but
These are-
those convert to 6 when you've...
They're already worth 1 point. If you have 2, they're 1.5
Yeah.
points each. If you have 3, they're 2 points each. Not enough.
Okay.
Like, they're good as they are. Because it's only giving me 1.5 or half a point or a point. So what I need is to get
mean, you
5
could-
and 4.
You could put a camp here. I mean, obviously not for, well, maybe this one, but that one no. But you get through it for 2, and then you come up this way. Then you have access to that
1, 2.
or a camp
Yeah,
here.
this looks more impassable than it is. There's only 1 in and 1 out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
there's 1, 2. See, and what you did here is actually, it was good. Because that's where my camp would be.
Right.
And I'd be able to move around.
At the time, it was
Because
very...
I can't
Yeah.
put a camp there, you really knocked me out up there. So, because there's no access to any temples. I can't camp here, I can't camp here. There's not really access to temples there. This isn't here. If I do this, I can't do anything here. That's way too much. And even though this looks, it's not because it's 1, 2, 5.
Understood.
Too much. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. And there's too many.
I mean, the other option is up here and gives you those temples. Because you'll be able to put out guys when we can't.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the viable options, right? Right now. Placing a camp next turn doesn't make sense.
5. What would that do? It gives me what you were saying?
This gives
Yeah.
you access to these temples. What are you saying?
You're welcome for showing you a game that
5,
appeals
6.
to you so well, Nick.
Right.
Think of it that way,
7.
all right?
It's only been around
8.
20 years.
9, 10.
Yeah.
But it was my first time yesterday, too, so...
It is not
Yeah.
going to be that, Vince.
I just want a point. Yeah, there's not a thing. All right.
remember, you're going to be able to score last after all of us. Just throwing it out there.
Scoring nothing.
I understand. Okay.
All right, you got the 3 Oscars.
I would like to thank. Hey, I hear you, Nick.
3, 6.
I'm 6. I'm in my 7th year in the hobby, and this was new to me this week.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
That's why it's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many games.
Always
right?
discovering.
There's always new ones.
Discovering.
Ah, I see what you did there.
I've been, since I got back into the hobby, it's 15 odd years, but there's tons of games from the 90s that I haven't played.
Yep.
The tent is back.
I don't know what else to do.
All right, so that's 6, and drawing that was 9, right? So
Yeah.
you got one more?
I think I have one more point. You can pass it.
Put workers on the board.
Let's put another
Yeah,
guy
put
back.
another dude out. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of a camp.
I don't need another dude there, but
Well, it's not going to do you any harm.
all right.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
He just sits there.
Well, you have an invite if you want it, Luke. All right, that's 10. So, what do you got?
My final tile.
What is it?
That's what I have. It's a
All right.
the last two treasure pieces.
Treasures. Where you
But
gonna
at least
put 'em?
make it so I can have the option of getting to it.
I'm sure Jess is
Has
approving.
no ability to get those.
I get it, but you now have a path, though, to get them. Just
Of 22 action points? No, you cannot say I have a path to get those.
for it. I'll
No.
grant you that.
Yes, if the game lasts 3 times.
No,
Do not say that because it looks like I'm playing poorly.
no,
There is no way for me to
mean it
get
that
those.
Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6 now. Not 5. Well, just surveying the board. Okay. Interesting. Isn't it?
it's something.
It's something. All right. Well, I'd love to do that. I'd love to. This is. Sorry. All right. Let's just get guys out here. I have 5 more points. We'll do 7, 8, 9, 10.
Done?
Done.
All right, Martin, tile.
I have a little 3-point temple. I think I'm going to slip him in here. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Underground passage
It's another way of thinking of it. 7.
or
Oh.
secret passage.
What's that? 10 to 10?
Yeah, or
Or
base
camp to
camp,
camp.
yeah.
7. And then which... I've got 3 points to spend.
Do you have a preference on what space you want to put your tile? Because it
No.
literally does
I'm
not
going to
matter
go
for me.
8, 9,
Me either.
10. To make that spot a little more awkward together.
Done?
Done.
So, we have that.
I would have loved that so many times. And it's funny to look at a clearing and say, gosh, I wish I'd done that.
Last,
At any point in
Right.
time, if I could have gone.
Pining for a clearing.
the last game I had
Seriously.
too many of them. I was like,
Oh,
just
Pining
blank,
for a
blank, blank,
clearing?
blank.
yep.
I think it's Cow's opinion. It's.
It's-
All All right. So I have 8 here. You have 7.
You could move them away.
In fact, is an option.
Exactly.
Can send them to the volcano.
So many possibilities.
4.
Why?
To keep him from scoring?
Okay.
Scoring purposes.
Yeah, Chris is his biggest threat.
I'm nipping.
I may be causing trouble, but I'm out of the running.
That changes my turn dramatically.
Which is good. All right, so that's 4. Seven.
I'm going to give him that.
Oh,
Well, I already was.
I can make tea for you.
I may hang out and have you make me some tea.
There's tea back here.
You don't want to go to the temples because my temples serve tacos with flour tortillas.
That's it.
Yeah, no. Corn tortillas for life. So that was 4, 7, 8. 10. I think that's what we do. Final answer done. J-Rex, final tile.
Oh,
I would suggest here.
you surprised me. Just organizing my treasure.
How do you want to orient it?
Turn it. Let me.
Yeah, please. No, go
Thank
for
you.
it. Yeah. I was expecting more glory to realms as well. Laura.
Well, there's certainly plenty of shots been fired. But yeah, there's not been a huge amount, I think.
Hey, Christopher.
Okay.
Yeah, the glory to realm count does not reflect the tooth and nail way we've battled through this game
Yeah,
at
this
all.
is-
Yeah, it's a lot of constant thinking. I think
Yep.
it's-
Wow. Okay. That is really hard to get to. You got to come in through here, right?
Unless she drops the camp.
There is that.
There you go.
And 6.
There's 3 points.
And that's 9.
Oh, right. 9. Can't count. I'll arrange these after.
Glory to Rome.
Ooh. Here we go.
Nice!
I don't know what I did to you.
Well, Edward took my A action and then Jess took my B action. So I'm left with C, whatever that is.
So was that 2 glory to realms or just the 1 glory to realm? You could
ended
have a
up-
joint glory
It
to realm.
ended up the 1. They're both halves.
Okay.
One left.
What can I do
Yeah.
with one?
Just there's that, or throw somebody out there.
There's
I don't know
no
what you're
reason
trying
to do that because I need to get 3 over there. 1. Darn it.
There's 2 dudes over there.
They do nothing for me.
Just pointing out where you have people.
I see them. Those are useless. This can't get out for anything less than 3. This going to a clearing is useless. That guy can't get out for anything less than 2. Obviously, I want him in there.
Hi, Mom. I'm in jail.
Yeah, they all are. Did not plan well.
I mean, moving that over, then I think, right? Or
Actually-
placing somebody out.
I can't move that over. It costs 4.
That I said to there, because that's one less you would need to spend for next turn potentially.
Right.
I need to get 2 more in there for, yeah, that's not. 3, 6. All right, what can I do with 1?
come up with a C.
Oh, hold on.
What?
5, 6, take. Right? No, 5.
5, 6 place. I thought I was at
7,
10.
10. You're right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Christopher.
No, I was at 10.
You're
I was
right.
like, I really thought I
My
counted.
bad, my bad.
I was like,
Christopher's
math, I
always on
messed
the ball.
up.
I'm
My
telling
gosh.
you,
Yes.
Christopher.
5, 6 to place, 7 to
There
move.
you go. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
You are 100%.
Every game needs
All
a
right.
Christopher.
Final,
Yes.
final
So
action
final scoring.
and scoring
10,
for you.
10
so.
action points and scoring.
Yep.
I've come up with my C action, I think.
For Jeff, now I just need Chris to win for the bifecta.
Yes.
All right. If you boxed it, no. All right, go ahead. All right. Horse racing reference.
Oh, is it? I see. The glory of the realm plus the winner. Gotcha. Bifecta. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If you got
1,
a
2,
treasure,
3
you could
is-
trade with me. I'm just saying.
Well, there was one juicy one sitting there, but I moved the guy into here for 7.
Well, at least it made you spend 7 action points to do it.
Yeah, it gives me 4 points.
Takes 4 away from me.
Takes 4. I think
It's a
that's 4
swing
you're
of
not
8.
going to get, but yeah, you were already getting those 3.
And those are locked in for me now.
But I could
Yes, you
do, I
moved
could
the leader.
do that. That's 3 action points. It seems pretty good. What am I leaving open?
Well, if that's the
So
case,
I'm leaving the 6 open for you
3.
for 6 points.
7. Shoot.
Oh, it's only a 3-point difference, though, right? Because you're taking 3 away from him, and then if he's able to nip
giving-
around, he's able to
I'm
get
taking
6.
3 away from him.
And he's
But then
using 6
those
action
to get
points,
6 action points to get 6.
which is going to really mess his action points budget up.
He's getting 3 more points, though.
Well, I mean,
Right.
dropping out his action points could be more damaging to him because it means he's not able to do stuff around here.
I mean, that looks pretty locked up, though. Do you think? Mm-hmm. But Martin is going before him.
He is.
That's true. I'm not gonna do that. I think. I'd love to. That's why.
I don't see if there's much else. That's
Yeah, I don't
worth
see
it,
much
though.
else to do, huh? Nope.
Yeah, I'm surprised it just went in with all the treasure. I think we.
I didn't want
just
to.
went
Doesn't
into
happen,
she
right?
went,
Did not want
she
to
went
at
into
all.
the direction she was
Yeah.
forced into.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's interesting that nobody, that 2 of us didn't go for treasure at all, and 1 barely went for treasure.
Yes.
That was.
And if you're going to
interesting
go all
to me.
treasure, I think it is beneficial if other people are doing it too. Because
Yeah, I
then
would've
there's
liked to so
trading
we
that
could
would
trade.
have happened. Yeah.
Right,
But
yeah.
so I
Didn't
went in
work out.
treasure and nobody else did. So
Didn't
that
work out.
wasn't.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to think through this one more time, and I think I'm probably done. So I move there. I'm going to get 3 points.
Yep.
That gives Edward 6 points. But he's not getting those 3. Maybe he's ever. I can't figure this out.
That's the thing, right?
Right?
It's hard. You
It's
get to a
hard.
point where you're like, my brain doesn't like this.
Edward's going to get 6.
So would that give you 9? I had 7. That would give me 6. So
Hold on.
But it would cost him 6 action points to get his 6. Otherwise, what does
Right.
he do? He's
Otherwise
got to move
he's
3 of
sitting
these
on
to get
3.
5. Yeah, I can't because it's cost
This is an
4.
important turn. I think I'm just going to I'll let him have those 3 points. It seems safer to me. And then I'll regret it the rest of the night and think about it afterwards. So right now, I'll count up what I'm on. 8, 14, 21, 27, 31,
yep.
and 3. 34.
34 for you. So 34
Pine, as we're calling
there.
it.
99, right? Hold on, 34.
I was on
Yeah.
65.
Yep, 99.
Almost.
All right, Martin, final round.
Right, so if my reckoning is correct, Edward can't threaten either of these temples because he can't get enough. He would have to move 3 meeples with 4.
To be able to score
It's
them,
12.
correct.
He only gets 10 action points. So I don't have to worry about these coming off and doing damage around here. So that means I can vacate that 6-point temple and let him do whatever he
Oh, we
likes
did
with
final
his.
scoring after?
No, this is
This
my
is the final.
scoring.
That's my
No, but-
final score.
So you did your final, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have, yeah.
He's just trying to deny me points instead of getting me
I
access
see.
more.
So
that's all.
it's probably better for me to shift these 3 over here. That will cost me
Gotcha.
3 points, and I then have.
Hold,
Excuse
hold,
me.
ready
Excuse
for
me.
the glory to
Glory to Rome.
The bifecta's in jeopardy there.
And then, I don't know how that, oh no, okay. I don't know how that's more glory to Rome than anything else, but I'm sure you'll explain. So that cost me 3.
It's 6 points. That's all.
Yeah, well, no, but
And
you're going to gain the 6 here because I would have taken this 6 off you.
Right.
Had you weren't getting both of those.
Well, that's what the Glory to Rome was for.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine then.
That's
I'll
a
take it.
ton of points.
But you can easily get that, though. You're just going to lose something somewhere else that you could have moved into. Because
Yeah.
2, and you're
Right.
fine.
So 3 there. I've now still got some points to play with. So 3, I can take that up to 5 for a total of
Wait,
7.
3?
I'll move, no, it's 4. It's a 2
6.
points. Sorry, 6.
All right.
Okay, good point. Okay, so 6. So the interesting thing is, do I move these 2 in as well, just to prevent him?
Right,
make
because
it
otherwise
more-
he's going to just go over.
Because that would deny him the 6. Or do I want to take a couple of levels off here and give me an extra couple of points? Do I give myself 2 points, or do I deny
Him
Edward
6.
I'm pretty sure denying me 6 makes more sense.
It does.
Kingmaker.
Yeah, but I don't like the Kingmaker move.
I'm totally, no. Play your game. You do you.
He doesn't have a good way of denying Chris anything. So
Well, no, Chris is done.
no. Oh, right. So it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
So he has no.
It's
way of-
just him doing what's best.
I'm not
got
going
it.
to Kingmaker. I'll take with what I can get for
I
points.
it's smarter to do that, I think. But
Well, but that harms you, but it doesn't help me. This
Fair
gives
point.
me 2 more points.
Depends on if you care about your final
No,
score or
maybe
your
you
place.
got-
I don't think I'm going to be threatening Edward. That's my.
Chris.
I would like you to king make.
So what can you offer me?
Tea, perhaps.
Got 5,
Some
5,
tea?
and
That'll work out.
I tend not to like king making, so
Okay,
I'm
count
going
it up.
to go with a 5.
I hear you.
You got a ton of
Okay.
points coming, though.
You do.
yeah,
So-
you might have a ton of, you might
I know.
Well,
You
here,
think I
wanna
might have
count
enough
it?
to threaten?
I think you do. You've
think
got.
it's the
I don't
You
know, but
actually
you got
may.
a lot of points.
it's
You
the way
actually
it's the
may.
way you have a chance. I feel like.
Well,
everything-
I'll roll the dice
I think that's the right
and
play.
try it. Okay. I was just thinking I'm so behind that there's
Right.
I'm no way I'm
Well, I
going to
mean,
threaten.
that's 10, that's 18, 23,
33.
that's 33,
33.
33.
And I'm out.
So
89.
88,
Yeah.
89.
Okay. I mean, again, I'm not mathing this
I'm
out
out of it.
ahead of time, so.
Yeah.
Well, this sucks.
So the other move would get me 91.
It's close.
Had I done that.
So what am I looking at right now?
Wow,
I'm looking at 16,
Mm.
I was going to not add it up.
16, 22, 25.
Wait to see where the thing ends up.
25? That's
That'll-
enough.
Tied right
That'll-
now.
that'll
No, we're
tie it.
tied right now.
Come on, you got to finish on a tie, right?
Oh, no.
You can, no, you can.
I have access to points.
You can have points.
Yeah,
You have points.
you've got
I have at least 8
You
points.
can just take a
Exactly
take a
what
thing,
I was looking at. But it frees all these up, but I don't know that I can do anything with them.
No,
Because I
that's
can't
fine.
make it to these. I can't make it to that.
You could grab a treasure, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. Yeah,
But that's
Right,
only one point.
I could do that
to
right
get to
there.
100
Yeah.
and then you're in the clubhouse.
No.
I hear you.
Not gonna. I just don't see a whole lot that I can do here. So I'm gonna do this for 3, that for 6.
Should just draw one just to
That's
For one
win by
point.
a point. Yeah, that would be.
That's 6.
You win by a classy 2 points. Don't see it.
I think that's it.
That's all
I,
you can do,
I,
I
I
think.
am not seeing. I mean, he had 7 there, right? So I would have had to have moved in 4. Well, shoot, that's what I should have done.
So do that.
We can do that.
Well, I already flipped the tile.
It's the unless
So I mean, he's at 7. I should have just done this for 8.
I think either way you got it.
But
Yeah, I don't
Unless
think
Jess
you're
has a
fine.
huge score.
But as it is, I'm just going to call it good on that. I got that. So just to make sure, 6 and 16 is 22, 25 there, and 1.
Wah, wah.
Wow, one over you, Chris. That was,
All right,
that
J-Rex,
was
bring it
impressive.
home.
Do we have to? Can we just? It's good. We're good. So I have that one.
Can you knock me into last place?
Oh gosh, no. Not even close.
Luke says, I'm pretty down with your treasure strategy.
I saw him.
Jess? Okay, yeah.
Don't follow it, Luke.
29.
It's not good. So I can get some more treasure. They're either going to be a wooden guy that gives me 2 points, right? Because 1,
There's
2,
three more
4.
treasure.
It's going to be these, and that gives me 3 points. So it's 2 or 3 points.
Well, that's the other
Doesn't
wooden,
help
right?
because I either get a wooden guy,
Sure.
or I get one of these that
gonna
makes
match.
this set.
Yeah, good
so
point.
Whatever you
that
got.
I already
Yeah.
figured that out. So
All right.
2 here or 3 and 3. So 2 or 3 points. So if I get 2 of them, I get 5 or 6 points. I can get 5 points. That'll cost me 9 movement with my big guy to go in there. I was watching that, or here, either one.
Right.
But that's it. That's my whole movement. And then I get a straight 5 points. Feels better to go after the treasure just because why not? And again, it gives me 5 or 6 points. I don't know if I can do anything else because that's 1, 2, 5. Yeah, that's all my 10. And yeah, I really can't make it into any of these camps. I also wanted to see how you guys kind of vacated things, but that's it. So I'll go full treasure. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 of these. Let's see what I got. And 5 points. So either way, it was 5. That's it.
Count it up.
So 6, 12, 18, 24. That's all the 6s. 24 plus another 6 is 30.
34?
What?
Yeah, 33. And
33, 34.
Then, yep.
plus 3.
And
37.
37.
1, 2. So that's 35 from there is 90, back 1, 89.
Tie for first?
Ah.
Tie for last.
You deny me an English victory.
Apparently Laura says you can
There's always
totally
a
get
tie.
50 points in the last turn.
Yeah.
Positivity. I don't know if it says that
No,
you
she's saying,
could've,
like,
but conceivably.
Possible.
Conceivably,
Yeah.
if people move things,
We had it,
and there's
yeah.
the tricky part for me is where I was located on the board.
Right.
It costs too much for me to move
Right.
around.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it was a net 5 points there. So it was a net.
And I
zero.
have
It
Laura.
didn't- you're right.
Last turn
Yeah.
of the last one, I got 58 points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
that
crushed.
was-
So she
the last
came
time we
from
played.
nowhere to tie for first.
Yeah. So no, it's possible.
Yep.
If
So
you can move.
hashtag bad teacher at dead on 100, Chris 99, and
Tied for
for
last.
third 89. See, tied for third.
Tied for
not tied
third.
for
Yeah,
last.
that's
Yes, tied for third.
Sure.
And it's a pretty small point spread when you think about it, really.
It still is.
yeah.
11 point.
And we always have a tie.
Yeah.
We still
Oh,
And we
Always
kept our tie.
We are consistent.
See, we kept the
Kept the
dream
streak
going.
We just wanted to make that
should play
happen.
until we got a 4-player tie, right?
That would be amazing.
No way. All right, so there you go. That is
Tikal.
Tikal.
Yeah.
So a lot of y'all have never played this, and hopefully we help you guys make a decision on whether or not it's a good game for you and your group. Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks y'all for hanging out
Thank you.
on a Thursday night. You can. And I guess thanks to Rio Grande for sponsoring the playthrough and sending us a copy so we can show it off to y'all. Definitely appreciate it. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. You want to support the show, like the 740 patrons that we have, working our way up to 80 to help us get a new camera, but also perks for yourselves, access to the Slack channel,
Yes.
which the majority of the people in chat are. There's patron-only swag. There's
Ian O'Toole designed heavy
Shirts.
cardboard T-shirt,
Yeah.
patron only,
So-
and yeah, keep the conversation going. You get to go join in
Right.
Slack.
And the
have all
other
this fun.
the other benefit that I don't really like to talk about much is I give my thoughts over in Slack, we all actually
Yes.
give our
Yep,
thoughts
we all
over
talk
in
about
Slack
games.
afterwards.
Yeah.
After for the sponsor playthrough. So there's that. So consider supporting the show. But thank you, everybody. We will be back tomorrow evening with Clinic Deluxe, where we get to melt our brains and you get to watch me cry on camera.
You're welcome.
Yeah, right. Seriously, it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed it. Really enjoyed spending time with y'all tonight, Thursday. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, wait, I'm Edward.
I'm Jess.
I'm still Chris.
And I'm still Martin.
All right. I must be new at this.
We forgot our names. Yeah.
All right, seriously. All right. Take care, y'all.
All right.
Am I new?
That was fun. I like